Hey, Marty, Rivendell Coins, how you doing? You guys can hear me? Hope everything's working good. Hello. Can you hear me? All the earth is shaking. Come on, buddy. Time for my stream. Come on. Hello. Gray baby. Come on. Over here. Go on. Go on, buddy. Go. Vamoose. Come on. Well, go ahead. Thank you. Oh. Bill and Squeak, how you doing? Can you guys hear me? I think I've got everything turned on. We got Marty Vistel in the house, Rivendell, David Frazier, hello. Yeah, shows everything's on. Am I loud and clear? Hello. Yeah, Jason, just a couple minutes. So with everything else I fired up. Sounds good. Thank you. Anybody wants to come up? It's always a free for all here. Oh. Got something new. 3D fridge magnets for the magnet fisher people. Different colors. Gonna put little things on that says "Gone Fishing." Hi Jeff, how you doing? Great finds. Thank you for being here. Got 10 people in the house and it's a minute early. Cool. How's everyone doing? Mark the Berg Hunter. How you doing? Hey Mark, I tell you, getting the Ender 3v2 was the best thing I ever did. Hi Shannon, how you doing? So, Bernie, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. 13 in the house. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Bill's coming up. Hey, Bill, how you doing?
What's up, brother?
Not much. Another day. How you doing?
Oh man, trying to get caught up. Let me pop my chat out here so I can actually see it.
Yeah, come up with another little thing, little 3D fridge magnets. Look like a fishing magnet.
I wonder if that'll get stuck on a bridge like our magnet did.
Yeah. If it did, that'd be hell getting off a refrigerator. Bailey's Guide Service. That's a new one. How you doing? I don't think you've been in here before. Welcome to the stream. Thank you. Oh, we got Mark coming up. Mark.
What's up, Mark?
What's up, guys?
How you doing? You feeling better?
Yeah, just a little sore.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're feeling better, brother. Man, it's that time of year. Something's going on with everybody.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me fix this. Okay, there. I think I took care of the reverb. Yep, showing off for Piper, and I laid it on the ground.
Yep. Getting a little too old for that, Mark.
Damn straight. It took me a while to get up.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, the older you get, the longer it takes to get up from stuff. Yeah.
And the more the ground hurts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Feels harder. I know.
Yeah.
I don't remember being that hard before.
I remember hitting the ground, bouncing something, going, okay, I'm ready. Yeah.
Yeah. Sand Van, welcome. Mark, I got your address. You're talking about Tinkercad.
Yeah.
I'm sending you a book. It's called Tinkercad for Dummies because I'm getting one for myself.
Hopefully that works. I was thinking Tinkercad for super idiots. Yeah.
Well, same here.
Hey, don't feel bad. I can't even program my phone. So if you can do that, you're way ahead of me.
Well, my problem is, like, Tinkercad's a simplified version. It's got pictures of stuff you can use. I can't use regular CAD anymore because of my hands, the arthritis. You get stiff and you can't move things around right. But another thing I found out is there's a guy that makes a voice command for it. So you don't have to use your hands. Greg, or is it Barry? I'm gonna call you Barry. How you doing?
Exactly. Yeah. Who was calling? Who was
What's
calling me,
up,
Barry?
Grapevines?
Oh no,
How you
it's
doing, buddy?
hey,
St. Lucie?
what's up, Squeak? Hey,
Hey,
Mark.
what's going on,
Hey,
Greg?
Greg.
Well, Jason,
was,
you got to still be lagging. You're way up north. There's no way you caught up.
Bernardo. It was Bernardo who called me. He thought I was Barry.
Oh, he won't be here for a half hour.
No, but he thought I was Barry.
I thought your name
What
was
the
Barry
same,
too.
There's Sandman. Hello, Sandman. Hey, Marty, how you doing? So, remember I was telling you, I was watching a new channel. Let me tell you what it was. I know you guys will know what it is. Let's see.
Hey, Finders Keepers is here.
Hey,
Or
the Hillsdale boys.
I love watching the Hillsdale Boys.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, I think I can't remember who I was talking to, but there's a guy that was on there. They were calling him. His name's Mike. He's from Ohio. I've seen him on other channels. I can't remember what his last name is. It's like everybody knows who the guy is. You know what I'm talking about, Squeak or Mark?
Yeah. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I don't know them personally.
I just can't remember his last name. I used to know it. It's like the guy was when I
And
first
Greg?
got in.
that's Bill. Squeaks' daughter.
I know, but I call him Squeak. I call him Squeak. I had to call him Squeak because you and
There's
him.
two Bills up here.
Yeah,
That's okay. We want to keep you confused, Greg. So don't worry.
Squeaking Bill. Well, if you notice, I put my name up there finally.
Yeah, I see that, Barry.
Hey,
So
Cynthia.
yeah, exactly. So
Hi,
people wouldn't have
Cynthia.
to.
Hey, Cynthia.
Yeah, Hillsdale Boys, man, that is one of our favorite channels to watch.
Yeah,
They
that's really
find
good.
some amazing stuff. And my favorite thing to see them find are the store cards.
Sandman, hello.
The
Well, I'll have to
token.
I'll have to check it out because, like I said, I only was able to watch one video.
Oh man,
Yeah.
they're down to earth. They're even speed. That's
Right.
one of my favorite channels. Hey, Reed.
Well, you could tell they were
Reed,
pretty
how you
mellow.
doing?
Mm-hmm.
I just was watching the latest quarter hoarder.
Now he will be on Bobby Pastor's show tomorrow night. Him and Doug.
Jason.
Yeah, Jason and Doug will be on Underground
Doug.
Buddha tomorrow night.
Oh,
Ah,
Mark, how are you doing?
Okay, not too bad, Greg.
Yeah.
A little sore, but pretty good.
I missed that. What are you sore from?
I built an electric bike, and I was showing off in front of my daughter, and I laid it down after doing a wheelie.
You were doing a wheelie?
Yeah,
Oh.
pulled wheelie and boom.
Was there beer involved?
No, I was really sober.
That's worse.
Yeah, I think if I was a
Wow.
little drunk or tipsy, it wouldn't have hurt that bad. But man,
That's funny.
yeah, what? I was even laughing while I'm laying on the ground. Piper's freaking out. She's grabbed the bike, ripped and threw it off me. Yeah.
Hi, Jeff.
Hey, the last time I laid down a bike, I was probably about 10 years old on wheeling. It came all the way back, and I landed on my butt on the asphalt and had a big road rash.
Oh yeah.
That was probably the last time.
Last time I laid down a bike was a dead squirrel, and I was riding a night train. And man, you think that thing is heavy riding. But wait till you try to pick one up after you slide.
Is it like a Harley?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's got to be heavy.
Last time I got road rash, I was a kid, and this was for nylon brushes, and they had to scrape road rash out with a wire brush out
Yeah,
of both arms. I have feeling, but there's no pain receptors left in my forearm, so you can stick a needle in it, put a cigarette out of me, and it doesn't bother me.
well, my sister, she's dead now, but she was a teenager. She was drunk with another friend of hers. They were racing each other. She got thrown out of the car. Her leg got hooked onto the seatbelt, drug her through the asphalt, and they didn't clean out her sore, so it all healed over, and she had these
Oh,
permanent asphalt spots all over her body. It's crazy.
nope. I got a buddy of mine with that. They couldn't get it all out of his back when he laid his bike down. And
NorCal 707.
you can actually see the pebbles. It just,
Well, back then they told me they had to get it all out or you could get gangrene.
yeah.
But so, and I said, "What are you going to give me for the pain?" And they put Physoderm on and said, "That's pretty much it. Went to work."
See, I got lucky. I didn't lay it down in asphalt. I laid it down in gravel.
Yeah, but still, it's still at your
Still.
age.
Yeah.
So you built your own e-bike?
Yeah, it started out as a motorized bike. I got tired of that because it never ran right. So I went, you know what? I'm building something that's more reliable.
You mean that wonderful Chinese machine you had? Yeah.
Oh yeah, yep.
I remember that thing. Jeez.
Friggin' China doll thing they call it.
Kind of reminded me of an old Triumph or BSA. You worked on it more than you rode it. But
Yep.
That's why you don't buy your engines off of wish.com.
Where'd I get that from? I bought it secondhand off some guy up the road.
Just so I see over the San Van, NorCal. So just so you guys know, San Van is from Australia.
Oh, the San
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they've got a channel and they've got some beautiful. It's not it's obviously not about really not. I don't even know if they detect. I don't think so, but they travel. Australia, Tasmania, and they've got. I think it's a Mercedes, one of those. What do they call those vans? I'm trying to think of the name of it. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So they'll live in it for they have
How
a
you
house, but they'll take off for a week or a month and then live out of the
Ezra,
van.
welcome. Well, I went to Australia once, and what really sucked was for work, so I never got to see any of the country. After work, we hit the same bar, and then we'd go back to work.
What?
Yeah, we were building slot machines for a company called Aristocrat in Australia, and they took the leads over there to show them how they do things. It was in Sydney, so we never got out of Sydney, and Sydney's just a big city. I mean, there's really
Right.
nothing to see in Sydney.
Got it, Tom. Sprinter vans. You got it. Well, that
That's where I
stinks.
went.
Hell of... What's that?
We worked
That's
on
where
build-
that's the only place I had visited was Sydney, but that was before I detected or anything else. Now I want to go back to just detect gold.
Jeez.
Yeah, watching like Jim from MD Melbourne got under getting gold and all the toonies and stuff in park. Man, that's great. I'd love to do that.
NorCal, how big is it? I don't know. My Crowbell is pretty small. But I got a feeling yours is probably smaller. You busted yourself up detecting also, Mark.
Yep, cracked 2 ribs.
How did you do that?
I was walking through some thicket, and it looked like a wide opening, but I didn't see this vine coming across the ground.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm walking, and next thing I know, I'm bouncing off the ground, and I felt this pain right here. And I had something strapped to me right here, and that's why it hurt so bad.
Right.
2 ribs I cracked. No hobby is safe.
That sounds like Squeak, man. We'll be out detecting, and I'm just moving along, and I hear a big crash, and look behind me, and she'll jump up. I'm okay.
I didn't jump up after that. Guarantee
So I'm
you.
like, what did you trip over? She goes, nothing. She just keep on going.
Well, hey, Tom, when I got locked in the baseball field, I made it out safely. I didn't.
Well, he said you had to climb the fence.
Yeah.
Climb the-
It's like a friggin' 8-foot tall fence, you know. I said nothing like seeing a fat man climb a fence, you know. That,
The question is, Mark, did you find anything?
man, no.
So, hello.
Mark Miller.
Hi, Mark. The Asylum with Mark Miller.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
That's
brings up a question that I want to ask. The people that have detected baseball fields, we can't do them here. You can't do any state property at all, local properties. It's all got to be private. Now, for those of you who have detected baseball fields, is it true the third base line is where most of the goodies are?
Yep.
I've always heard
A
that.
lot of them.
Oh,
Third base
I-
line and the fence too, because that's
Really?
what he likes to watch.
there's Squeak.
I'll let Tom and John answer that one.
But yeah, I found
I've
rings.
never detected so I can't say anything. Do we have any moderators, Bill?
Cynthia's, but she's on her phone, so she can't do much. Let's see.
Okay.
I think Marty Mistral's a moderator.
The reason why I ask is if you have not seen Finders Keepers video of have you seen it, Mark? You know I forget what the title is. Greatest 15 minutes, greatest half hour.
No,
I forgot what it's called. But it's the best video I've seen as far as what they find is unbelievable.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
you seen that one?
Probably, yeah. But I just can't remember it off the top of my head.
Oh, you wouldn't forget because I've already watched it like 4 times and I'm like, are you serious? Come on. Him and Tom were, of course, Tom wouldn't leave, being the great detector that he is. You know, Tom was done. He's going, let's get out of here. John said, well, let's stay. Let's stay a little longer. And sure enough, unbelievable.
Yeah, that's Tom's
You get-
mentality.
Yeah, you got to check it out, Bill. Both Bills. If you haven't seen it, it's crazy.
Yeah, people are saying it seems to be all over the baseball field, all over the place.
Not any. We have a single A baseball team where we live, but the stadium's only, I don't know, 15 years old, 20 years old, something like that. So now where I wish I could have went was a racetrack. It was like California, whatever it was called.
Hmm.
And they started it in the 50s, right? And so they had the stands, rows of stands. Now, can you imagine? Oh, and then they put a mall over it. Oh, if you could have got in there, guaranteed you would have just
Cleaned up.
Buffaloes, Mercs. I mean, you would have just scored big time.
We got a place where we've been trying to get permission on for about 4 years. It was the area for a county fireworks display where the local populace would go and sit on this one field, and we've been trying to get permission on that thing for about 4 years. The old guy who owns it doesn't want nobody detecting there.
Really? Come on.
And this thing dates back to the 19 teens, so
Nice.
That's great. That would be unbelievable.
yeah.
Yeah, there he is, the cachet. That's the one. You got to check that one out. Unbelievable. I told them when I was watching the videos, you guys just didn't seem that excited about what you were finding. I would have been going nuts. Because about the third one, I would have been going, there's no way. This is impossible. Oh, that one. How many are there, Tom? Oh, that one.
Well, there's that really cool one where Tom found that 8 real.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And the only thing you heard John say was, "Brother, I hate you. I hate you right now. I just hate you right now." And they're both down the ground squeezing the bottles, trying to get it clean.
That would be cool. I wanted to leave Tom. Tom was one?
Oh, wow.
What?
Okay, I think I just made a mistake. I made BC Treasure Trails a moderator.
Oh, Jesus.
Why don't you make Tom, John Finders Keepers the moderator, and he can.
I think
Post
he
it.
is already.
Oh,
Let me look. Yes.
he says, "Yep."
Oh, no, no, he's not. Well, that's going to change right now. Now he is.
Oh, there, Jeff's Obsession just put it up too.
Yep. Cool. I got about 8
So-
moderators now. So
So if
one
you guys haven't seen that video, check out Finders Keepers YouTube channel for the cachet. Oh my goodness, unbelievable!
Yeah, we're still trying to catch up on videos from the summer.
Oh, I mean, I keep
Yeah.
finding more channels, more new channels to watch. I'm
Well,
like,
find out.
what?
I'm subscribed to probably twice as many channels that are subscribed to me. You can't watch them all. You just can't. do
Yeah,
it.
I started watching another guy from South Dakota has just been tearing it up.
Cynthia Jason was already a Smurf. He's far up enough. He's always blue because it's cold. So I thought I might as well make him one here.
So Squeak,
Collectibles. How you doing?
Squeak, can she hear me?
Mhm.
Squeak, how did you get that name?
Because when I was a baby, instead of crying, I used to squeak.
So it's stuck with you all these years.
Yeah, she couldn't cry when she was a baby,
So
and so she made squeaking sounds. Kind of stuck with her.
that's a good nickname to have because I've had some pretty bad ones.
Jason, you won't try to be good. I know you.
Yeah, we finally figured out why, but yeah, it kind of stuck with her and probably stick with her the rest of her life.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I've got some nicknames that I've never been able to get away from.
Oh, and one that stuck with me, especially on paperwork, was Lurch.
Lurch.
Well, you're what, 6'10"?
What?
I'm 6'5".
Why were you called Lurch? Just because you were tall, or?
Tall and skinny back then, like the Lurch in the Addams Family.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So they called me Lurch, and that's when you get arrested, nicknames. The local PD nicknamed me Lurch.
That's
Our
funny.
Pyrenees is going through another shed and just got fur all over her,
Oh, really?
including in her chips.
Jeez.
I got 2 long-haired cats. I got fur all over everything.
Yeah.
Nothing like trying to eat your Rice Krispies and there's gray and black fur floating around.
Oh, they gotta hit the
And
like
Bill's
button.
like 6'5". He's a tall one.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony.
5, John. Tony, how you doing?
That was,
It's okay.
yeah.
Nate, Dog is my co-pilot. Nathan's 6'8".
Is it?
What?
Yeah,
She's pretty tall
pounds.
too. She
He's a
got
good dude.
to hang out with Quarter Hoarder up at Pennsylvania, and she's like this standing next to him.
To who?
Quarter Hoarder.
Oh, Jason's tall.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You can't tell in the videos. That's weird.
Yeah. Doug is about my height, a little bit taller than me, and on the videos he looks really short.
Huh.
But yeah, he's kind of tall too. But
Well,
yeah, she's standing next to Quarter Hoarder, and I'm trying to get a picture of them, and her head's at like his belt line. So he's
Wow. Well, it's funny because the three brothers I detect with are all tall, and then I'm the
Mark.
short guy. They're all 1'6'3", and then the other two are 6'2", and then I'm 5'8". So,
Marky
but you
Mark
can't,
at the house.
you can't tell.
Hey, Mark, to be determined.
That's a pretty good one. Oh, I just realized it's Mark. That Mark.
That Mark.
Yeah.
Mark would know who the Mark is, or Mike. I'm thinking of from Ohio. I know Mark knows him. I just wish I used to know the guy's name because I used to see him in every other video. Like everybody's video had him in it.
Who is it you're trying to figure out?
In that Hillsdale, he was in the latest Hillsdale, and he called him. He had a nickname for him, Mike. What did he call him? What his nickname was? But I know you know who he is because the guy's like in every other video. Let's see. No, it's not Plug. Not Plug. Are you talking about Plug Master Ford? No, John. This guy's name is Mike. He lives in Ohio.
He's one of the Hillsdale boys.
Yeah,
he's the Hillsdale boys.
But he came. He's not a regular with him, Bill, because he invited him down or up or wherever they were at.
Great finds. He's not too far away from
Too many
us.
Marks. Well, no, you got Mark the Berg Hunter, Mark from the Asylum, and Mark we never know who it's going to be.
Mark, I hope you remember your name for tomorrow.
So have you guys been out, Bill and Squeak? Have you guys been out lately?
Oh, we went out a couple times now. We got the Boy Scout camp back. The scouts are finally done for the year, and we've hit that a couple times here. I went out solo the other day and decided when I got there I was going to dig every signal that I came across, and that was a long day.
So did you find anything?
Yeah, I ended up finding a bunch of cool stuff. A couple more pins, some more neck slides, about 20-something bucks and change. Yeah, that Boy Scout camp is loaded with coins. And then we did our Coinstar contest. And unfortunately, our Coinstar is very picky when it comes to change. So it didn't even take half of what we put in there. But yeah, we do our coin rolls about once every 3 months, and we're upwards of about $800 now out of the Boy Scout.
What?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Mark, what's the Copper Poppers? What's the Copper Poppers? Is that a channel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, is he? Maybe he's on there. I'll have to check him out. Mike, you know, I know you know who he is, Mark. The guy's name is Mike, and he was everywhere. It just drives me nuts. He's been detected
for Asylum. Once you get over 2 numbers, it doesn't work. We tried that.
Yeah.
You said almost $800?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I went to an old. It's from the 50s or the 40s, up where we live. It's up in the mountains. It's beautiful, forest, cool cabins. And I didn't find any old coin. I think I found 4 or 5 pennies and no cool relics. And I know the place has never been detected. I don't know what the deal was.
We've hit them like that. I mean,
Like
the Boy Scout camp surprised us because you would think they actually minted coins out there and just threw them. I mean, you get tired of digging quarters after about an hour. I mean, that's how much change is out there.
Wow, that's crazy.
And unfortunately, most of the Boy Scout relics ring up about like a zinc penny or a regular penny. So you're constantly digging those all day. And
jeez. Well, that stinks.
But you can definitely walk out of there with some decent stuff. I mean, our favorite thing to find are these. These are handmade neck slides from the Order of
cool.
Arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make them out of copper. And it is one of the best ones that I've found out there. But yeah, we find these quite a bit. Love finding those.
Well, that's cool. And
every once in a while, you'll come off with some really awesome, awesome finds. These are supposed to be one of the hardest Boy Scout medals to get because it's not actually given by the Scouts. You got to earn it through your church.
Oh wow.
And they've got them for just about every religion in the Scouts, but it can take upwards of a year to earn them.
Hi, Matt. Guido.
That's great.
Which Bill's cat?
And then, of course, the up until the 80s, you had the Robert E. Lees and all that. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can definitely if you take your time, you can definitely find some stuff out there. It's been out there since the 1920s.
Jason, which cat? If it's my cat, it's not gonna happen.
Hmm.
My cat.
What's that?
Nathan, welcome.
That's okay. So, Squeak, what do you use for detector?
Vanquish, not Vanquish.
Equinox 600, the purple one there, a pink one.
Nice. I've got an 800, so you can't go wrong.
She's got the Squeakwinox.
That's cool.
That thing weighs less than a dais.
That's what you need, you know.
Well, she's got an artificial shoulder, so swinging for her is pretty hard. And
Yeah.
so yeah, we Steve's detector rods. He made her a custom shaft for the Knox.
Nice.
Eric at Brotherhood Metal Detect and Ultimate Finds box. He 3D printed the cuff and all the other attachments, and she runs that 6-inch coil. You put that thing hand in hand with a Knox. I mean,
I need one of those because let me tell you, I can barely lift my Knox with my little 6-inch coil. I could do it, but after a while, my arms get tired so fast.
Well, that happens when you get old, Greg. You know that. When we get old and everything
Well, I
gets
keep telling
heavier, nothing works.
I've got some free weights. I keep telling myself, I gotta start lifting weights.
Thanks for stopping by, Nathan.
Yeah,
Come
Nathan.
back if you can, please.
I'll tell you one thing I had to break, and I'm trying to get her to break too, is elbow swinging. You know, I did it for a long time, and she's doing it now. I see a lot of people doing it, man. And after a couple hours, that elbow starts cranking.
Yeah,
Just swinging with the whole arm.
right. Yeah,
Swing at the hips.
that's. Well, we're good for about 3 hours
Your
now,
mark?
unless there's coins. Unless we start finding coins, or we're in a really. But that we're good for about 3 hours, and that's it.
When we go out, we try to make a day of it. We'll go out for about 8 hours, between 6 and 8 hours. And we'll take breaks, you know,
Right.
during the day, but we just don't get to get out as much as we did, you know, during the lockdowns and all that. Man, we were out every day,
Right.
but now it's, you know, one day a week maybe.
Because now I have school.
And and she's back in public school now instead of
Addition. Okay.
online.
Gotcha. Yeah, we're still waiting for it to cool down. We had 10 days of over 105. Got up to 110, 114. And then we had the rain. I mean, it rained for about an hour. We got all our rain in 1 hour the other day. So, like,
I was thinking, y'all don't get rain at all, do you?
you know what? So, I think and then 2 days before that, it rained all day, and I think that's for this early in the year. That's the most rain we've ever gotten that I know of this early in the year. Because it's usually November, maybe December, especially these last few years. I mean, I think it was last winter or the winter before, we got 5 inches of rain for the entire winter.
Dang.
5 inches.
Were there any fires close to you, Greg?
Yes.
Smoke.
The Fairview fire.
Okay, yeah, Fairview.
Yeah,
Close.
it's probably about 10 miles from where we live. So that smoke was coming. Our car was covered with ashes.
That sucks.
It was, and the thing is it was heading towards the big city, So if it
Yeah.
got in there, oh my goodness.
When I was back in California, I went out while some fires were going, but it was clear when I went out. Drove about an hour from home. I just started detecting the wind changed, and next thing I know, it's snowing around me. It's like, yeah,
I know. Did you see that, Mark? What John wrote?
Yeah.
Shoot, I think it was last year. We had y'all had all them California fires. I mean, we had smoke all the way here in Virginia from it
Really?
last year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
agreed.
That's been up in northern. That's up where Bill's from. Didn't one of the fires get really close to where you live, Grass Valley, Bill?
Oh yeah, a few of them did. Back in '88, half of the county I lived in burned.
Wow.
They lost, over 500 homes. And then a few years just before I came out here, they had the Paradise Fire, which wiped out the whole town of Paradise.
That's what I was just going to say. That Paradise
just 70
Fire.
miles from where I lived. So
I think the one that we got smoke from was the gender reveal party
Oh yeah,
that sparked that massive fire out in California.
that was by us.
We
It was
ended
down
up
here in-
getting smoke from that all the way here in central Virginia.
Wow.
We thought it was fog, and then we started getting air quality alerts going off, and every one of us that already can't breathe worth a dang, man.
thank you, Trevor.
It was a mess.
Yeah, people don't realize that the stuff can skip that far.
Yeah.
You know?
What's wrong with one silver rosy and 4 Wheaties, treasure hunting?
Wait,
I would be happy with
over
that.
in a while.
Yeah.
Like the last
Oh,
time
you haven't, Bill?
It's been months since I found a silver.
Oh, we went to a new site. A month ago? I got a barber dime,
my looter ate
so I was happy with that.
hugs.
Hey, bro.
And the week before, another buddy of mine got a barber dime, so that was pretty good.
See, we don't hunt. If it's 90 degrees or higher, we don't hunt.
Well, we don't normally either, but it was like 89 was going to be the high, so we got up early. We got there at 7.
That's a flip a coin day right there.
Well, we hadn't hunted since March, so we wanted to go out so bad, so we did, and we had a new site to try, so it paid for it. It turned out to be good because we found some Indian heads, V nickels, and that barber.
Yeah, we don't hunt at all during the summer.
Hey,
Yeah, that's it. We don't either.
guys.
Okay,
You're heading out, Mark?
Yeah, I'm gonna head out.
Okay, well, listen, Mark, just remember, no more wheelies, all right?
No more wheelies.
Yeah, no
No
more
more hot
wheelies.
dogging on that damn thing.
Get better, Mark.
We stopped bouncing after 20, man.
Yeah.
Now, after 20, you kind of just splat.
Dude,
Yeah.
just lay there for a while and go.
There's old Danny boy. Hey, Danny. We'll see you, Mark.
See ya.
Good seeing you.
All right, where's Charlie?
I don't know. That's what I was
Charlie, no
wondering.
Rob?
Well,
I had
Rob,
something to do. I had
Rob
something to
should
do
be
last.
coming along anytime because he does
Yeah, I had
trivia on Tuesday nights.
I had something to do last week, so I couldn't make it.
But Charlie, I don't know why Charlie's not here. So might have something going on.
months too because my birthday's in cooler month,
Oh, really? When is yours?
January 11th.
January 11th. Let's see. My son's. I think it's January 5th or 6th.
She's a 1:11:11 baby at 1:11 a.m.
Oh man.
We didn't win shit.
Oh,
The couple in the room that was beside us, they got her by like 6 seconds. Ended up with a
damn.
year supply of diapers and all that other crap.
Now my granddaughter's 9, 10, 11.
Thank you, Mark. Good night.
Have a go, Mark.
Yep. We'll see you, Mark. Yeah, just chomping at the bit to see when it's going to drop. The temperature, just waiting. Well, what's it like there now?
We're the same way.
It hasn't
Eric
started.
Krieger, welcome. Thank you.
It hasn't started cooling off yet there.
JP.
We're still in the upper 80s, hitting 90s.
Really?
Yeah, it's been Louisiana weather here in Virginia all summer long, buddy.
And this makes me worry because we've had very bad summer with heat, so we might have a really bad winter.
Really? Well, I don't know how you guys. I mean, the other day, the day before yesterday, it was 85 degrees, but it was like 80% humidity.
Yeah.
I said, I don't know how you guys could take that humidity. I about died. I
Yeah.
could take the 110, 112 over that humidity.
We're starting to get the cooler nights now. We're getting into the upper 60s at night, and I love that.
Yeah, we haven't.
We had a warm day yesterday, but it got so cold. Fog was just there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
we had
was
fog
90
this morning.
yesterday, and then it's like 88 today.
Do you have any other kids, Bill, or is it just?
Oh, we got 5.
Oh, that was a dumb question to ask.
Yeah, we got 5 of them.
So where does Squeak fit in with that?
The
Next to
middle.
youngest.
No, I'm the middle.
You're the next to youngest.
I'm
ding
the
dong.
middle.
You're a ding dong.
BJ's the youngest. Raymond's the oldest. Haley's the oldest. I'm the middle.
Aaron, ding dong.
Me and Aaron are both the middle.
5 kids. 2. One right there.
Heaven help her, she gets forgotten.
Yeah, I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest of 5. So
I'm the youngest and smallest of 5 boys.
yeah. Oh, really? 5 boys. I had 2 brothers and 2 sisters. So
All my brothers pushed 6'6". My dad was 7'2", and I'm right at 6 foot. So
really, your
I got
dad
no-
was 7 feet.
7'2", yeah.
Oh my god! What did his family look like? Where did he get all that height from?
South Louisiana.
Gee.
Yeah, his mama, my grandmother, she was like 6'4".
My mom was 5 feet, and my dad was 5'5".
That's my mom. My mom was 4'11".
Oh,
My mom was 4'11".
I'm
She's
4'11".
she's gonna be stuck at about 5 feet.
yeah.
No kidding. Ding dong.
Cynthia is the oldest of 6. You never know, Squeak. You may squeak it out and be taller.
Cynthia, my
Squeak,
mother.
what is your real name, Squeak?
7, and the only girl.
What's her real name, Bill?
Who?
Squeak.
Oh, Squeak.
Macy.
Macy. I like Macy.
Hey, dude.
Hair in my mouth.
Hi, Deej.
She has Pyrenees hair all in her face.
Ugh. Let's see. Hello, Deej. How you doing? Okay, so you guys, so as soon as it cools down enough, you guys are gonna have. Wait a minute. You said you went to the Boy Scout camp when?
We've gone. Well, we went on my birthday, the 27th of August, and then me and her went one time after that, and then I went by myself Sunday.
Oh, okay.
And it was about 92 when I went, but I was determined to get out of the house. I hate sitting around.
Exactly. I know when I went to that Boy Scout camp up in the mountains, they have those deer fly, and oh my goodness, they're just thick. Got to wear a bug hat.
Here we got chiggers real bad, ticks are real bad, but
I
we
remember
use Methrium quite a bit, and that helps a lot.
my sister lived in Ohio, and I went there for a summer, spent a summer there, and I remember those pulling the ticks out of the dogs and then the chiggers. Fortunately, I never got either one, but the bugs.
Well, here right now, and pretty much East Coast, I'm not sure about West Coast. I do reptile rescue, but here is our copperhead birthing season right now, and those are live birth reptiles. So,
Yep.
they come out. I've seen them attack dry leaves. So
Wow.
we're real careful around the woods this time of year.
I've come close to a couple. On one of my videos, I was probably about 5 feet from a rattlesnake in brush. I was just like, oh. Unfortunately, I think he had just eaten something. But we've ran into, I think, 4 rattlesnakes in 5 years. I think.
Oh, really?
Detecting, yeah.
They're really beautiful snakes. I mean,
Yeah.
we have
run into them all the
rattlesnakes here, timber rattlers. Very beautiful snakes.
Northern California is loaded with them.
Yeah.
I was a timber faller. I'd find them all the time. One day I knelt down to fall a tree and I knelt right on the head of one. And then one day I got off work and I pulled this gas station to fuel up, and all these people got this big circle around the pumps. And they're going, rattlesnake, rattlesnake. I look
Oh.
over, this big garden snake about 4 feet long, and they're all freaking out. I go, it's not a rattlesnake.
Man, I used to get called quite a bit, especially for water snakes if people have
Mhm.
ponds. Yeah, I got a great big water moccasin in my pond. Well, number one, if it's great big, it's not a water moccasin. And, they'll describe it. And I'm like, number two, it's not a copperhead either. It's a northern water snake. Get over there and fish it out. And it's about a 4 or 5 foot water snake instead of the big demons that everybody wanted it to be. And
That's like years ago as a teenager, and the guy that lived next street down from me, I didn't get to see it, unfortunately, but they had a picture in the local paper. He's sitting on his back porch and he killed an 8-foot timber rattler in his backyard.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We used to get Western Diamondbacks off in the bayou. Hey, Don.
Yeah.
We'd get massive Western Diamondbacks, and people are like, oh, they don't get that big. Yeah, that's 6-7 feet. That's a pretty big rattlesnake. I don't care where you're from. That's a pretty big rattlesnake.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. 3 to 4 foot's average. Once they get over that, they're getting big. Hi, Don.
Now I was up in the mountains by the river fishing, and I don't know what kind of water snake it was, but it slithered in. The next thing I know, it swam over and caught a trout. Couldn't believe it.
Yep.
I was like, whoa, that was crazy.
Yep. Around here, people freak out with the water snakes because they're very curious snakes. And if you're kayaking, you're canoeing, even running a trolling motor on a John boat, they'll come over and see what you're doing. I mean, they're very inquisitive snakes. And we've seen people throw oars off in the water trying to spook them off, and just like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, they're not going to bother you.
But during the summer out at the camp that I contract to, I try to catch snakes to show the kids. We have a bunch of kids out there, and most of these kids are city kids. They've never even been out in the woods until they got thrown into camp.
Right.
And, we try to show them, king snakes, rat snakes, grass snakes. Yeah, we had one kid that was poking one. I said, stop poking it, man. I said, that's the most dangerous snake in the world. He said, what is it? I said, it's a copper-colored cobra moccasin. Garter snake. But, so he goes and tells his mom. His mom calls up the
oh, no.
committee. She's like, why is that officer showing my kids cobras? I don't want my kids around cobras. Okay, lady. I won't show your kid a cobra no more.
Let's see.
Ooh. Matt and I found a set of half reals made into cufflinks.
Wow.
Wow.
And a Nova Constellata. Oh, man. First American coin ever made.
Yeah.
Nice.
I never, when was that? When was that, John? You didn't mention that when I was talking to you.
Danny boy, I know what you mean. It's funny. I used to love to camp. Can't do it anymore, but we get people moving in from the city back there in Northern California, and up in the mountains. When it gets dark, it gets dark. And we went camping with some friends, no tent or nothing. And this girl that I work with, her husband, never gone camping before. Well, in the middle of the night, something ran over a sleeping bag.
Oh, no.
I hear this hooting and hollering. And so I turn around and go, what the hell's wrong? A wolf. I'm going, no, it's not a wolf. It's probably a freaking raccoon or a skunk. So just go back to sleep.
See, I'm the opposite. I love being out in the country at night. It's dark, it's peaceful.
Yeah.
My kids are like, Daddy, it's so dark out here. And it's like, well, rabbits don't need headlights, dude.
Text me that. John, text me that link for that video.
Yeah, I'm with you, Bill. I love being out in the woods at night. It's just calm, peaceful.
Our main problem here now, they've built up so much in the next county over, Goochland, that the black bear population has moved into the neighborhoods that are there now. And people are freaking out. I got black bears in my trash can. I got black bears in my garage. Yeah, well, it's kind of what you get when you move into an area and push them out. And then coyotes have tripled in pack sizes now. So,
Yeah, I got it. We have I have friends. So the mountains are about maybe 3.5. Well, to my buddy's house, 3.5 hours. So where he lives, it's a valley, and so on one side of the valley, it's a small mountain range called the Paiutes. It's named after the Native Americans, and it's a small mountain range, but they did a lot of mining, and so there was a town up there from the 1800s, and now what it is everybody that lives up there, they have cabins. It's a vacation spot.
Mm.
There's nothing else up there. No electricity. So I've been bugging him because he works up there. They do everything, build houses from ground up, put in leach lines. Got a cat, got a backhoe, got all this stuff. Like, been bugging him. Hey, we gotta take me up there so we can go detecting. So because he was telling me, he goes, yeah, I was walking to a mine. I saw the waste pile, and I could see something sparkling. I walked up, it was an Indian head penny, just
Have a
laying right
go
on
and
top.
find the keepers.
Yeah, what's the deal, John? What's the?
He said he never posted those.
Yeah, all right, John. We'll see you later. Take it easy. Send me that, John. Send me that on my phone, would you? That link to that video, jerk.
You're right, Deej. Bears don't have bad habits. People do. I watched an old movie today, and it was funny. It was a British movie, and they were landing on the moon, and
Hey, Tom.
this little capsule, they'd just come down on the moon, and they just jettison
Tom.
the garbage. As the guy steps out of the moon, the garbage rains down on him. He goes, "Garbage!" And the guy goes, "Yeah, wherever civilization goes, the garbage goes with them."
Garbage goes with them.
Hey, was it Tom, the one that just had a
Yep.
grandbaby? Yeah,
Yeah. Hi,
2
Tom.
weeks ago.
He was showing pictures of him today on one of the streams.
Yeah,
Cute little guy.
well, that's what I mean. 2 weeks ago, I was on when he came on and he showed us. That was pretty cool. I was going, that name sounds familiar.
Have a go and read.
Digging up to Carolina. Jeremy, how you doing?
Hey, Jeremy.
Yeah, what's that other? I'll tell you what the other channel was. I was telling you about Bill. That I looked up.
Have a good night, Reed.
South Dakota. Oh, that's what it's called. South Dakota Detecting, I think. Something like that. It's a pretty good channel.
Yeah, like I said, we're still trying to catch up on the summer videos.
I know.
It's hard.
Well, I watch the Hoover Boys and, Quarter Hoarder every week, Then after that, I got to weed through all the other stuff.
But the Hoover Boys, Aqua Chigger, and Nugget Noggin are who got her into detecting.
Ah,
And she ended up getting me into detecting.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
right before she turned 5, she came up. She said, "I want to go metal detecting." I'm like, "What in the hell do you know about metal detecting?" I watched the Hoover Boys, Aqua Chigger, and Nugget Noggin.
That is hilarious.
Hey, Jeremy, just day by day, brother, trying to get past the heat. Trying
Now,
to get past the heat. Finally got our 650 giveaway done and over with. That's been months in the making.
Well, the one that they always seem to get something is Digging Duo. They get a lot of good stuff. And then if you want to watch just for the entertainment value, it's Merle.
Yeah.
That guy is hilarious, man. He is so funny. And he knows his stuff.
Have a good one, Shannon.
Good night, Shannon. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, there it is. Detecting. It's called Detecting Dakota. That's the name of the channel. That's a really good
I
channel.
haven't watched it yet. But I've
Yeah,
heard
that's a good channel. I started watching him too. So he's found
the
some.
problem
really
is,
good
like I
stuff.
said, it's so hard to keep up because I'll go through my notifications, see somebody go, "Oh, I haven't seen that in a while." And I open up, God, it's been 3 months since I watched one of their videos. It makes you feel bad.
Yeah, I mean, during the lockdowns during the pandemic, man, Squeak and I would spend 4
Oh
hours
yeah.
in the morning, watching videos and staying caught up with everybody. And now that all of us are back to work and they're back in school, it's like, man, we haven't caught up on so and so. And you were talking about the Hillsdale boys, we haven't caught up on them in about 3 weeks now.
Yeah. And I just found him, so now I gotta. So you originally were from Louisiana.
New Orleans.
So did you watch Duck Dynasty when it was going?
Yeah. That's actually a really cool family. We've met them. My mom actually knows them.
I
She
love
lives near there after Katrina now. So
I love that those guys were. The thing is, obviously, a lot of it was staged and whatever, but you could see their personalities came through. You know, the show. They were who they were.
They haven't changed. You meet them in a Walmart, they're the exact same in person as they are on the shows. You know, good family.
Yeah.
Down to earth family.
Yeah, I love that. I'll still pull it up. I'll still watch it, even though I've seen the same episode 10 times.
They've got a new show for metal detecting now.
That's what I know because I had saw one where at Jace it was just like a one-off for Garrett.
Yep.
So check it out. Looked pretty muddy though. That day he was detected, I was like, "Oh, it's muddy."
I haven't watched it yet.
I saw the one. It was like a year ago. The one with Jace, where he just, he goes, "I found something." I forgot what he said, and then he's out there and it's so muddy, and I'm like, "Oh,
Hey, Grandma
no."
Kelly.
I mean, Louisiana goes through monsoon season. Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. You know, you get certain months out of the year, you'll get 7-8 inches of rain. So you'll definitely be knee deep in shellac.
Yeah.
Hi, Grandma Kelly. She's in Montana at a rest stop. Wow. And she just popped in. Because she lives in Oregon, right?
Washington, I believe.
Or Washington. Okay.
I think. I could be wrong on that.
I know it's above me. Pacific
Grandma
Northwest.
Kelly, you're in the state of Washington, aren't you? I mean, that's where you're from. I think that's right.
Now, there's some guys I watch up there, Relic Hunter, not Relic Rangers. Have you ever watched them?
Yeah.
I watch them too. They find some pretty good stuff.
Yeah, they're pretty funny. Grandma Kelly's heading to North Carolina.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, she is in Washington. That is a long drive, Grandma Kelly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's no way.
That's a long haul there.
Yeah.
No, my days of driving like that are over.
Well, you do that one more time. We head back to California.
There you go.
We got ours coming up next month. We're hitting Arkansas next month.
Yeah. How
Treasure
far?
Fest.
How far drive is that?
Well, we're going down to see my mom first. If we just drove straight to Murfreesboro, it would be 16 hours. So it'll be about 19 hours.
That's
He's
more than
late,
I want
Tom. I don't know where he is tonight. But for Grandma Kelly and Deej, I'm sending you some of these in the mail. I'm making the magnet fishing fridge magnets. So send you some of those, Deej.
I've got the leather finds display mat you made me packed in my backpack for England.
Yeah, dude, just getting ready to go to England there.
Eee,
Like those, Grandma Kelly? I'm going to do them in different colors: gray, blue, black.
too far for me. I don't fly. I'm done. I don't fly anymore.
You don't fly.
I got, I got claustrophobia. The last time I flew, it was all I could do to get home. And I went, yeah.
We don't want to fly. That's why we've got open invitations for Scotland, Ireland, and England, and Austria, and she just won't get on a plane.
I don't blame her. I would, well, not just now, now, especially now. There's no way I would want to fly with these crazy people. Not far.
I don't like flying civilian aircraft. I don't
Yeah.
like flying in them unless I'm drunk. I mean, last time I flew, one of my brothers I served with, he got married in Laramie, Wyoming. And I started drinking about 2 hours before I left and stopped drinking about 2 hours before I got
Good,
back
Deej.
home.
But, yeah, I'm not a big fan of flying. Don't bother. The only time it really bothered me, my grandmother died in Idaho, and
Zexon? Hey,
I
buddy.
had to fly into Seattle, Washington, which wasn't bad, 707. But then I had to switch to like a 20-passenger commuter plane, and it was the middle of winter, storming like hell. And that thing was beat to crap to begin with, and then the weather didn't help. It's like, oh man, I'd rather
That was me going to Laramie when I got to Denver. They put me on one of them little 12-seater Buddy Holly killers
yeah,
to go from Denver to Laramie, which is only like a 30-minute flight, but it's a 3-hour drive.
yeah.
And
It
I've
seems
got
like
a video of a DC-10 getting blown off the runway in front of us. I was taxiing over. And I'm like, stewardess, look. And she goes, yeah, it happens all the time. Don't worry about it. I'm like, yeah, really. Don't worry about it. Bourbon.
bourbon, yeah,
I'll be back. I'm going to get my dinner.
triple bourbon now.
Yeah, she just won't get on a plane. She hates getting on boats. She
That's
likes
another
her
place.
feet
I've been to Ireland for work and never got to do anything there either. I really hated that. It's like, gee, I get people go, oh, you've been to these great places. I go, yeah, but it was for work.
No, I want to go overseas on a vacation.
Yeah,
That's what I want to do. I want to actually go on a vacation and enjoy myself.
I am actually where I want to go is because my family came over here in the early 1900s from Cornwall, England. I've been to London, and London is just a big dirty. Sorry, anybody that's from London, but when I was there, it was pretty dirty in the smog and stuff. But I did get a chance to go a few miles south and stay at a house, and it was funny because back then that was in the 70s. And I talked to this old couple on the farm that I was staying at overnight, and they asked me, "What's London like? We've never been there." They were like in their 70s, and it was 70 miles away, and they'd never been to London.
Yeah.
It was amazing. So, but I want to go to Cornwall. I've seen pictures of it. It's beautiful there.
Mm.
So.
Yeah, we've run into quite a few people like that. It'd be not, an hour outside of a city, and they're like, did you go in there? And yeah, what was it like?
Yeah, it amazes you in this day and age. You've
Yeah.
never been there. Well, even back in the 70s, that seemed kind of strange because transportation, it's like I could understand 1800. Yeah, that's a long trip. But
Yeah, so we're looking forward to that trip down to Arkansas. That should be fun.
yeah,
They just put out pictures of the gold coins for prizes, a bunch of them.
nice.
So I'd love to see her hit up on a token for one of them.
100-foot air pockets and the Cessna is also fun stuff.
Dude said London is cleaner now. Only green cars allowed to drive in London now. Have a good one, Jeff.
It was pretty smoggy and dirty back then, Deej. It really was. Of course, that's probably what made him clean it up because it was bad. Kind of like Tokyo. Remember being there and going up and seeing air vending machines. Like, what?
Yeah. The big smog fans up on top of the buildings. And,
Yeah.
I never used to worry about that, man. But, after I ended up with COVID, my daggone lungs are so bad now, man. It's, the dog hair.
Yeah.
We don't vacuum every day. The dog hair makes me end up having to get my inhaler now. It's a mess, man.
Yeah. But the worst thing about Tokyo wasn't so much the air and all that. It was the cab drivers. Because there were like 5 of us. We jump in his cab, tell this guy we want to go. And it's like, all they know is from 0 to 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And this guy cut right across 6 lanes to turn the other way to take us where we were going. It's like, whoa. Slow down. Me get you there. Yeah, well, I want to get there alive. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not far from South Carolina, Jeremy. 4.5 hours? Not that far. We want to do some traveling. We want to, get out and meet some more people.
See what Deej wrote? If you use a fuel car in London, it's $30 a day taxed.
I had heard something like that, but I just rumor. I didn't think it was real. Wow.
Well, like I said, when I was there, I mean, you could walk up and take your finger and wipe it down a building, your finger would be black. That's how bad it was. And I understand that was actually getting cleaned up because it was worse before that in the 50s and 60s. It was real bad.
Damn.
So, Carbon tax. Yeah. Well, that's what it was too. So I can understand that.
Mm.
So, well, good. I wouldn't mind going there again then.
$30 a day carbon tax. Love it.
Yeah. That's wow.
Yeah, my truck,
How you doing?
my truck would be sitting still then. I couldn't afford it.
Oh, the one country I did get to go out to when I went work there was Malaysia, and that was the filthiest country I've ever been in my life. The smog was bad, trash everywhere. It's like great. I get a 3 or 4 days here to go look around, and all I see is garbage.
There's Rob.
There's Rob. Oops. Yeah, the only
Those parts of Africa, man. You hear about these cities and you want to see them, like Cairo. Cairo was beautiful in pictures, but you get in it, it's nasty.
nasty. Yeah, I've heard that.
And it isn't so much the trash; it's the little gangs of kids running around.
Huh.
Gang of 20 or 30 little kids, and they got these little razor blades. And if you're wearing jeans, they'll come up and cut your back pocket and snag your wallet out. And you can't catch them. I mean, as soon as you turn around, I mean, they're everywhere, and you're trying to see which one actually did it. It's a mess.
Wow. Yeah, I wasn't in Cairo. I was in Egypt though, and the funniest thing I ever seen was I was in the Corps then, and I had to make a delivery of all places out in the middle of the frickin' desert was a Coast Guard station. 3 guys. It was a radar station, and I get in there, and these guys have got full beards and hair down to their shoulders. I go, you don't see officer very often. They go, not in 3 years.
What's up, Rob?
Rob, how you doing?
I am great tonight.
Oh, there's. All right. We got a show now.
Absolutely.
We have a show.
Hey, your
We,
mustaches look. I can
Rob
actually
is here.
see it, Rob. Your
Rail to
mustaches
rail
look-
first place and took the final question for the bonus round.
All right, Rob.
The mustache is coming in good, man.
Yeah,
It's
it
coming.
is.
It
That
is feeling good.
sunburn kind of makes it stand out there.
I went back to the beach. I got the gold in last week and had an absolute shitty day.
Sorry to hear that, Rob.
That doesn't break my heart because we've been to the beach 6 times and we haven't found shit.
Well,
We not even
When I
a
was
junk ring. We hadn't even found a junk ring on the beach.
when I was there last Tuesday, it was one of those king low tides where the tide was like 30, 40 yards out, and then the water was like glass. I got there today, and the
See you, BC.
tide was so far up it was almost to the sea oats.
Good night, BC.
And then there was rollers coming in to where some waves were breaking
Mary.
2-3 feet and practically knocking the machine out of my hand.
Mary.
So I maybe gave it like an hour college dry, and then I wrapped it up.
Hey, Mary. Oh, you don't want to test out your leakability?
No. Hey, Jeremy. Hello, Miss Mary. Hello, Grandma Kay. Miss Cynthia. Mr. Tom. Miss Deej. Mr. Greg. Mr. Bill. Double Mr. Bill.
Mr. Rob.
That's it.
Where's Charlie, Rob?
I fully expected him to be here tonight. I just sent him a text yesterday after the stream saying it was a great stream, and he said, "Yep." And I didn't talk to him today. I was out, like I said, I was out in the ocean detecting today.
What was the weather like?
It's still hot down here, Greg, but we finally had a breeze today that wasn't like a scorching breeze. It was, I wouldn't call it a cool breeze yet, but it was actually, the breeze actually started to feel good. So I think it's actually a degree or 2 down here.
Well,
Easy.
I was telling these guys, I don't know how you guys take it there where you get humidity, because the day before yesterday it was 85 here, and the humidity was like 80%, and it felt like it was 110. It was
That's a normal spring day here.
Yeah, the sweat was just
Yeah, exactly.
pouring. pouring off of me. I'm like, how do these guys take this humidity? Ugh, horrible.
I don't. I stay inside.
Yeah, you can have that humidity.
I mean, I mowed lawns for 10, 15 years, all the way from junior high to through college, and put myself into the police academy. And then when I got out of the police academy, before I got hired, I went back to, I actually sold my business to my partner, and I went back and worked for him until I got hired. So, I mean, I'm not young anymore like I was then, but yeah, I mowed lawns outside for a dozen years. So, and I know what's on Rob's face. It's my, there's a reason that stash is coming in. You guys will find out shortly.
It's a bet.
It's his milk commercial.
Now, Denise has just given me I don't know if this is a Percocet or an oxycodone. So if I get really, really stupid in the next 15 minutes, you're going to know why. Because
Are you in pain?
No,
just
he
having
just unplugged his computer.
Rob, are you in pain? Is there a reason why you're taking that?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I ain't taking it because I enjoy it, Greg.
Yeah.
But yes, Miss Mary says it's one of Mallyman 24's little cocoons guys.
Hello, Mary.
Where's Shakeopotamus?
Excuse me.
Where's Shakeopotamus? That's what we're missing.
The problem is it's coming in completely white and it's hard to see.
Yeah, that's how mine would come in.
Shoe polish.
Just keep getting sunburned, Rob.
Hey, and I actually, Bill, today, Denise would probably fall over. I said this. I actually put on sunscreen today.
You don't usually use sunscreen?
Oh no, Greg, if you've seen some prior pictures of me, I just come home from the beach looking like a lobster.
He takes it with him, then forgets to use it.
He forgets to rotate between basting cycles.
That's pretty much about it.
See, I work every day. I work out in the outside. I clean swimming pools. So I wear a long sleeve fishing shirt, and then I wear what are they called? The
Sun
stretchy
hat?
thing you pull over your head, and I cover my whole face. So there's only like this much of me you can see.
Hey, Mike.
And I will tan, but I don't want it.
I'm Scottish.
we just go-
Damn.
We just go right past the tanning phase to burnt. That's what we usually do.
I'll never forget.
Well,
I had a cousins that lived in San Jose, and went down there to spend a week with him. And my brother
I
gets
can-
all sunburnt on the beach, then jumps right into
Let's
the
see if I
ocean.
can find one of the
Really?
lobster pictures.
You know what salt water feels like in the 3rd-degree burn?
Not good.
No, not at all. He came out screaming. Of course, he's the same one. We're up at Fort Bragg one year, fishing and stuff, and he looks down in the crack in this rock and he sees some ice, so he sticks his hand in there to see what it is, and it was a crab.
Mm. That's crazy.
Greg's the pool boy. Yeah, Jeremy, he is.
I am.
Rob done got me munchy. Jack Daniels and Ding Dongs.
I had some sugar-free cookies.
Yeah, Daniels and Ding Dongs. You know what I love? Those zingers.
Yeah.
Vanilla zingers.
Zingers are hard to find here.
Yeah, they're not here, boy. I love them. That's like one of my favorites. I used to take my lunch money.
What was that one that they were going to discontinue and everybody was hoarding them and selling them on eBay?
Twinkies.
Twinkies. We ordered a case.
They quit making them?
No, they just
did
have an
for a while. They
expiration
brought
date now.
Yeah, they brought them back out, but they were going to discontinue them. And remember the Twinkie craze, honey?
And contrary to popular belief, they do not last forever.
Ding Dongs are really good too. Bill, are you? Is someone calling you?
Hostess bought Twinkies.
Yeah.
Denise said one of the boxes we sold for $30.
Wow.
Hostess bought Twinkie.
Oh,
this
that's right. That's right. Yep.
But they got the rights to their formula to make it, but their formula is not the same. They tweaked it, and now it doesn't taste the same.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yuck.
Yeah, Twinkies now taste like crap.
Really? You know what else I like? I like moon pies. Banana. I love banana moon pies. But yeah, ding dongs, but zingers. Mm-mm-mm.
Hey, Patriot Prospecting Treasures, how you doing?
Ding dongs are one of those snacks that you didn't realize you missed until you get a box and you try it and you're like, wow.
They are. Where have you been all my life, right?
What's the round ones with the cream in the middle? Is that ding dongs?
Yeah,
Ding
ding
dongs,
dongs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Bill, I could lose my mind on those.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is why I don't go to bars. You're not going to find ding dongs and Jack Daniels.
Oh yeah, you can find ding dongs at the bar.
Just you can't eat them.
It's not the kind you're talking.
All right,
Yeah, the
all right,
ones that
Greg.
cost you bail money.
Yeah.
All right, Greg, you ready for this?
Yes.
Yeah.
You made him stew, Rob. It's great.
You can see the white line right there where my hat was.
I remember that.
I almost spit my food out. That was hilarious. How long ago
Hey,
was
but
that,
that
Rob?
sunburn got me. That sunburn got Denise walked by the camera and went like this.
How long ago was that?
That I published that. When did I publish that?
Oh, 3 years ago, wasn't it, Rob?
It was Hurricane Elsa.
I know you came into the Zoom chat and all of us had to turn down the brightness on our monitors.
It was Hurricane Elsa.
Okay,
I'm
so when was that?
colorblind and all I could see was owl.
You ever heard of a large brimmed hat? You know, that's what I
Well,
wear when I'm
he wanted to stand in for Rudolph that Christmas.
when I detect. I can't wear a baseball hat. I have to wear a whole,
I should, but I don't. I just throw on my baseball caps and
You know what? You should, because I got buddies of mine that are dealing with skin cancer, and it's horrible. Ears,
oh,
So the guys I detect with too, they just wear baseball caps, and I go, "You guys are crazy."
July 2021. So a year and 2 months ago.
Show me that again. Let me see that. I gotta see that again.
Do you want to see that again? Okay.
Yeah, I want to see it again.
Rob can still feel that, I'm sure.
Oh my god! Wow. Did you fall asleep on? Did you fall asleep on the beach?
No, that was like a 7 hour. That was like a 7 hour detecting day. But that was one of the worst. That was one of the worst burns I ever gave myself.
Yeah, that's a good picture for
And
like.
the scary thing
a
is,
house
I had a
with 1,000
baseball hat on
corpses.
that day.
Well, baseball hat doesn't do squat.
No, it didn't. I mean, seriously, if you can see that right there, Greg, it's like alabaster white right there, and then that looks like a mask you put on.
What's great is if you put a wig on, you'd look like a woman.
Yeah, that yeah, Bill's right. That day hurt.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. So this says poor Rob, crispy treasure honey says Youchie. Craig is grabbing. Yeah, sorry,
Hey,
PA.
this Minardo thing's not a new thing, okay?
Yeah, no.
Sorry about that,
In
PA.
the summertime.
See, Mary says it's cold in Michigan. I remember Shane yesterday on Monday Digs yesterday saying that the last river dig he did, the river's already starting to get colder. And we forget that it's already mid-September and you guys start having change of seasons. All we do is go down 2 or 3 degrees here.
Yeah, fortunately,
Was I ever young? Yes, Mary, I was.
When
Why?
Camaro was new.
PA Patriot Prospecting and Treasures. Yeah, I'm grubbing. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to eat on.
See, now that Mary asked that, I gotta find the other pick.
Oh, dude, when I saw him come in the Zoom meeting that night, I'm like, that is third degree
Rob,
all day
Rob,
long.
if I send you my telephone number, will you send me?
Send you what? The picture?
Yeah, I gotta send you. I'm gonna send you my because I can do it on private chat. I'm gonna give you my phone number. You gotta send it to me.
I'll have to find the thumbnail of that, Greg.
That's hilarious. Oh my
How
gosh.
not to detect 101.
Okay, how do I put a comment in here? Super good at pausing, Jason. ABC. What is that? How come it won't let me? I know I've done it before. Bill, you have any ideas?
What's up, buddy?
Nope.
I'm in private chat. Okay, so comment. There's comments. I went to private chat. Super good. Oh, sorry. There it is right there. I see it now.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to give you my email too, just in case there's a problem with my phone number.
Yeah, I could probably email that to you better than anything.
Okay, so I'll give you my email.
Oh, Shane, how you doing?
There's my email.
Yeah, our big detecting season is as soon as it starts being hoodie weather. That's when
That's it, huh?
You're getting out.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a few places, Bill, that, like I say, there's that one baseball field where Dalton and I got the 9 silvers out of that. I think I had on Monday Digs a couple Mondays ago, but we did that last summer. People don't realize the last 4 videos I put out are summer 2021. I've got that many good videos with finds in them. And Dalton and I have not been back to there for a year. So in about 2-3 weeks here, when it cools down, we're grabbing Troy, and the 3 of us are going to go hit that old baseball field again. And we're hoping to pull out several more.
I guess it went to all you guys, right?
Guess what?
I guess it went to all 3 of you guys because it says chat with everyone in the studio.
No, you should be able to do a PM.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you did. It's private, Greg. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what but you guys
Got it.
got it right.
Got it. Yep.
Preview. Yeah, all right.
Hey, Susie Q.
So send it.
Hey, what's in the plug?
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to find this picture for Mary.
Oh, that was hilarious. My stomach's
Hey, Las
hurting now.
Vegas.
Oh, I know where it's at. It's actually on this computer. I always look for it on the wrong computer.
All right, thanks. Does anybody know what PA Patriot Prospecting and Treasures name is? So I don't have to keep saying all that.
Who now?
Patriot. Oh, what
Oh,
do
I
I do?
don't know.
It's a long one.
If I did, I don't remember it. Sorry, Patriot.
Okay. Hey, what's in the plug? Oh, Mark, you're back? I thought he left. Mark Thomas. Tardy Q. I think you're right, Mark. Mike Buck. I think that's the guy's name. I think you're right. Oh, Susie Q. She's
Thank
on
you,
the phone.
Susie.
Oh,
Hi,
Las
Vegas.
Vegas Urban Hunter. There we go. Good evening. What's up,
What's in plug detecting? Welcome.
Rob? So,
Charlie's brother.
what do you got coming up for detecting, Rob?
I mean, video wise,
No, for you going out.
we're trying to get Dalton, Troy, and I together for another hunt. We finally got the 3 of us together for only the second time in 3 months. Last Friday.
Are you guys all in Florida?
Yeah, we're all within like 25 miles of each other, but it just, Troy's usually got Tuesdays off, Dalton's usually got Thursdays off, and it's just hard getting the 3 of us together.
Are y'all
Gotcha.
doing the Central Florida?
No,
event?
no, that's not our club. My club is on the West Coast. That's J-Man's club, Meadow Sharks. That's the closest club he has to the Jacksonville area where he's near.
When you
That's
said-
supposed to be a pretty big hunt. Gypsy's going to that one.
Is she?
Yeah. Yeah, Gypsy will be at that one.
That's funny when you said West Coast. I was going, wait a minute, you're not over here.
Yeah, the West Coast of Florida.
Yeah, I had to think for a second.
Wow, why won't this picture pull up?
Trying to figure out if I could fly, Bill. If I could fly and save up the money so the next time Rob stays at that place and at Disney World or by Disney World, I would be there with him so he wouldn't be alone. Did you see that, Bill, when he did that?
I have to take
That was crazy.
to the doctor.
Oh, we'll just scratch off the back. I did on the back of the page.
I know. I need
Yeah,
to-
that's one place I've never
I
gotten
can,
to.
I can just transfer that to another page.
I never have. I've only been when I was 14. I drove back with my brother-in-law and sister to Ohio in a two-door car. Two-door. It was a big car, but it was only a two-door. We drove straight through from California to Ohio.
Hmm.
It was crazy, but that's my only experience of the rest of the country.
Hey, there's Susie. Hi, Susie. And there is Mr.
Oh.
Shane. We were just talking about Mr. Shane the other day.
You know what was so cool in Ohio was the fireflies. That's what was cool. You know, I'd never seen one, so that was really. You guys have them there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
We don't have them in Florida. We had them in Maryland when I was a little kid. We don't have we don't have lightning bugs down there. We have love bugs.
Yeah, we saw a bunch of them when we were in Gainesville.
You will, Jeremy.
Yeah,
You're gonna.
you're right, Greg or Bill. We did see some.
Yeah, there was a bunch of them out in Gainesville. Maybe it's just farther down. I don't know.
Okay, well, why am I gonna wake up? I must have missed something. Jeremy's, what you call it, right? The Carolinas.
Mhm.
Yeah, Mark, but you always got the pool then, Mark.
He said I was gonna wake up tonight in your sleep.
Laughing about
laughing.
that picture.
Oh yeah, you're right. Jeremy, that is.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, Orla.
Susie's 140 short to 101K. So if you folks in this room aren't familiar with Susie Q96, she's been a detector for a long time. She's come down here to Florida a couple times. I've met with her to detect.
I think
So if you guys aren't subscribed to Miss It's
I
Susie
think I am.
Q96, please give her a check out and a sub. She needs 140 to get to 1K. She's trying to get her channel monetized.
I think I am. Let's see. How do you spell it?
All right, I'm looking to see if Miss Mary's here. Because I want to show. Yeah, there's Miss Mary.
Susie,
Okay, Miss Mary, I was young once.
Susie, I just made you a moderator, so post your link.
It's Susie Q. What?
Hey, DC digging.
I missed what it's called. What's it called? Build again, Susie Q. What?
All right,
There you go. Mark Thomas just put the link on there.
Thank you, Mark.
there you go, Miss Mary. That's me. It's 16.
Oh, there we go.
A very, very skinny Rob at 16
With dark hair.
with dark hair. Yeah, that was even pre-mustache days. Yeah, that's my junior year. That's my junior year of high school right there.
I was already on my second ex-wife then.
My
What?
69,
What?
my 69 Cutlass painted like a 442. I hate the freaking stand on this camera.
Hmm.
It just said virus threat detected.
How do you do that when somebody puts the link up? How do you?
You click the link.
Okay, hang on.
Now, I don't know. I don't know if you can do it through StreamYard. I always pop the YouTube
Yeah.
chat out.
You got to.
Yeah, I go over to yeah, I don't think it does a hyperlink here on StreamYard, Bill.
But you do what? How do you do? What do you do it then?
You got to go back. You got to get out of StreamYard and just go to Bill's stream on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh.
The hyperlink for her channel will be there.
Yep.
Oh, I got you. Okay, let me see. So there it is, and then I got to find the hyperlink from Mark.
Have a good evening, Cynthia.
Good night, Cynthia.
There it
Have a
is.
good night, Cynthia.
Thanks, Mark. I got it.
Wow, Mary. Wow. Wow, that's cold. You mean there were cars back then? Wow.
Mary, Yes, but they didn't have floorboards. He ran them with their feet like the Flintstones.
Yeah, I did Fred Flintstone stuff.
That's when you trip
Hey,
trip over a rock and break your homework.
where's our senior member, Jim?
Hello, Indiana
Where's Jim?
Jones. How you doing, Lou?
I don't know, but I'm the second youngest member in this room here, and I'm catching some serious grief here. Mr. Tones is here.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is.
Indiana, even Denise was like, Indiana Tones. Even Denise is getting to learn these channels from hanging out in the kitchen. Mr.
That's
Lou,
funny.
part of the Scavengers, please check out Mr. Indiana Tones channel. He has a great channel, and he is a great guy.
Yes,
and
he
his
is.
dad lives within 5 miles of us, Bill. But the week he was here visiting his dad, I was heading off with Jeff to Orlando, and it just didn't work out right.
He just put out another video. I got to go check his video out as soon as I get a chance. Jeff did.
Dang.
I actually caught almost all of Monday Digs last night. I think I only missed like 1.5 videos. And he said I fell asleep at the computer.
If
I
you
never-
only knew the amount of screenshots people have of you falling asleep at the computer, Rob.
I like the ones where he's leaning back with the peanut butter jar.
Oh, there more? Are there more that I don't know about, Rob?
Oh,
Oh,
there's tons of them.
Oh,
Oh,
I gotta. How do I find those treasures?
Hit the Zoom meeting.
I have a few people sleeping too, and as long as mine don't get published, those aren't getting published.
Hi, DC Diggin. Welcome.
Wow, DC Diggin says they had a 78 Cutlass. Yeah, mine was a 69, DC.
Nice.
That was my second car. My first one was a Pontiac Le Mans, but they didn't call it a Le Mans. It was a Pontiac T37. And every time I say that, I think of a Russian tank.
So,
Probably drove like one too.
Bill, so how many times have you been married then, Bill?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, Mary's
Just
got
two?
7 years on me.
Me
Just
twice.
two? No. I've been
No,
through
not you,
four
the other
wives.
Bill. Paparus, what he was.
I've been through 4 wives, Greg. Last one passed away on me.
Yes, I know that.
Well, Bill,
That's
Bill in my
horrible.
opinion, that's 4 too many.
I can agree on the first 3.
Susie said she had a Le Mans.
I've been fortunate. I've been married 40 years to one wife.
Well, congratulations, Greg, and give her my condolences.
There, exactly.
Wow, and he's sitting there without a gun to his head too. That's pretty good.
Um,
I'm surprised I haven't seen that happen to you, Rob. But
Do you know what one of our trivia team names is, Bill?
but
Happily Unmarried. And every
Here-
time we use that at trivia, people come by the restaurant and go, "Are you guys happily unmarried?" And we go, "Yeah." They go, "That's a great name. That's just a great name."
Hey, Bill, you're going live in 30 minutes, buddy.
I know. I just got that too. Well, here's the thing. Here's the secret: is I was a virgin when I got married.
Mike, how you doing? Welcome.
Hey, buddy.
Well, it's like I was in Deeja's stream earlier, and an hour after I was on her stream, then the notice came up.
That's
What
funny.
is with YouTube lately?
Now, why do I catch flack for sending my ex-wife a get well soon card on our divorce anniversary?
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's
Wow,
Who was
Susie, I took a girl from church to our first date at Sunshine Speedway, and that was our first and last date. I don't think she appreciated being in nice church clothes at a quarter-mile oval demo derby. For you guys that didn't know, Susie Q used to live here in the Tampa Bay area.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Where is she? Is she still in Florida?
She's in Georgia now.
Oh, okay. And that's where Cynthia is. Is
Mhm.
Cynthia still here? Cynthia, are
Oh
you
my
still
God,
here?
Shane was born in '67. Well, you know what? That's not too bad. At least. So when did he graduate? He would have graduated high school then in what, 70, 80, 85?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Mr. Mallyman 24. The 24, as we call him now.
I'll break your heart, Rob. I was born in 74.
The year I graduated from high school, Bill. So this year I graduated from high school.
You graduated high school in 74,
I
Greg?
should have graduated in 73, but I got held back in 6th grade.
Wow, you're not that much older than me, then.
You just turned 60?
Yeah, well, I turned 60 in December. I'll be 61 in Jesus, 61 this December.
Oh, okay.
That's just effing depressing, okay?
Well, I'm 67, so well, there we go, Mary. That's good.
Yeah, Mary, that's a
Congratulations.
good thing he's still alive.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I never thought about skin cancer being serious cancer, but I guess it is.
What?
yeah.
I didn't think so either. And one of my best friends died. He had half of his scalp removed and he covered up. He was a landscaper, but he covered up, wore all the hats and everything. But somehow he got it, and then they had to remove half of his scalp, and then it was like a year later he was gone. And I was like, wow.
It's bad down in South Louisiana, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Skin cancer.
And I got another buddy of mine that 2 or 3 times a year he has to have stuff removed all the time. You know,
Greg.
3 or 4 stitches here. Yeah, Bill.
Greg, is the guy got the head cancer is about your age?
Not anymore.
No, I'm just
Well,
asking.
no, he was older. He was
Older? Okay. Because a lot of the clothing back in the day had stuff in it that could have caused cancer. So
Oh.
it might not have been the sun.
maybe.
Even from the hat he was wearing.
That makes sense. Cheers, guys.
Howdy,
I'm riding
Rumble.
Humboldt.
Hi, hello, riding Humboldt County. Yeah, say that 3 times.
Yeah.
Right in
I
Humboldt County.
live-
Cheers.
Yeah, Don
Glad to see you here.
Don
What's
has
his-
told us this before. His dad is 93, and he still goes to Disney World in Florida. You tell him to
What
go,
the
Don.
heck?
Yeah. Don't let go, Don. That's awesome.
That is.
That's one of my big bucket listers is to go to Disney World.
Well,
Growing
idea.
up, we had Hamels Park, and we'd go to Six Flags. Here we got Busch Gardens and King's Dominion, but
if I
One
still
day.
work there, Bill, I'd use my company pass to get you in, but I don't still work there. And if you ask me for a good time to go when it's not busy, I will give you the answer I gave to everybody when I work there. There are no more times when it's not busy.
no,
Yeah.
It
That's-
doesn't matter. People used to come the week after school started, figuring that everybody went back to school and it was a break. But everybody did that, so it was just as crowded the week after school started.
That's how Disneyland used to be. It wouldn't
Yep.
be too bad, but now, oh my goodness, it's insane how crowded it
They
is.
actually have days now where they stop selling tickets.
oh wow,
And
No, my grandkids got to go this past year with their grandma to Disney World.
Susie,
Good night,
have a good
Susie.
night.
Hi, Susie. 5. Ugh.
yeah. You know what? That's one of the one days I'd love to just take a week and just go. But
Yeah, see, for the Florida residents right now, they have that 4-day pass, Bill, for I think it's $195 for Florida residents, and you got 7 days to visit 4 parks, with the 4-day pass. That's actually a pretty good deal because I think it's like $75 or $80 to get in now. So basically, you're getting 4 days for about the price of 2. And the advantage to staying at a Disney hotel on Disney property is if you stay at a Disney hotel, you get a dashboard pass, so you get free parking throughout all 4 parks, and it's $20 or $22 a park now. So
all right,
you're saving $22 a day there just on the parking. And even though Disney's got the monorail and buses and all the different transportations, you still have a lot better control of your own day when you have your own car.
Yeah, I know. Over here at Disneyland, there's just one. There's just the one hotel. I mean, there's hotels all around Disneyland, but there's only one. That's owned by Disneyland that I know of. So we have SeaWorld. I love SeaWorld. Then Knott's Berry Farm. Knott's Berry Farm is really.
Yeah, we have SeaWorld. SeaWorld's right next to Universal. Universal now is probably about 2/3 of the size of Disney. Bill, Disney World here, the property of Disney World is the same size as the city of San Francisco. That's how big it is.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah, it's something like 30,000 square acres or something. We have the second largest bus fleet in the state behind Metro Dade in Miami. And it's
Is
got,
there-
we've got there's 5. I think there's 5, if not 6 now, fire stations on property.
Is there anything else more going on about that whole thing with Disney World and the property or whatever that thing is?
Our well, I don't want to get into politics here.
No,
Our
but
governor taking away their special district.
yeah, that's what I meant. Has anything else changed or no?
No, it doesn't go into effect for a year. So I think probably a few months before that happens, you're going to see Disney
Just
get together with, because see, Disney's actually so big, it's in 3 different counties here.
yeah,
And each one of those 3 tax assessors has said that if those 3 have to absorb that $1 billion bond that Disney has and divide it between those 3 counties, it's going to raise each household tax like $2,000 a household. And
Wow.
those
That's
3
crazy.
those 3 counties are not going to let that happen. So I bet the 3 counties get together with Disney. And what's weird is that when Disney petitioned the state, it was a Republican governor and a Republican legislature that set up that special district for Disney. And let me tell you something, it works great. Disney collects its own taxes, they fix their own roads.
yeah. I
They-
thought that was a
they
great
cost-
deal.
Yeah, the Reedy Creek Improvement District is like their own county. It's like their own county bridge and road department. They handle all their own inspections. They handle all their own road paving. They handle all their own lights, sidewalks. The counties and the cities pay nothing. They do the highways, but the second those highways come up to the edge of Disney property, you'll see a sign that says now entering Lake Buena Vista, and Disney
County.
controls. So yeah, it doesn't take effect till next summer. So I think you'll see Disney, because they have a $1 billion bond, and the way the state law reads is that as long as Disney holds debt to the community or with a bond, you cannot dissolve the special district.
Right.
So it says that right in the bylaws that Disney wrote with the government, with the state. So I think it'll get overturned in state court, and if he appeals it, I think it'll get overturned in the Supreme Court. So,
That'd be cool. All right.
but
Hey, how about those Bucks? I'll change the subject. How about those Bucks, Rob?
everybody
No,
said the game was boring, and I don't care.
I thought
I'll
it was
take-
a good game.
I'll take 4 field goals and a W every week of the
Yeah.
season. Okay.
I had to sit there and watch 2 teams I despise play each other because Jenny is a big Cowboys fan, and
Yeah.
I can't stand Brady. And
I can, yeah.
Hey,
Who's your?
Hey,
who's
trust me, Bill. We in this household we called New England the cheaters, and they weren't. We never even wrote them down in our betting sheet as New England. It was just the cheaters, and I included Belichick and Brady with that. But the second I woke up and he was our quarterback, buddy, I was out buying the t-shirts. Let me tell you.
Indiana Toads? There we go. Giants won. So who's your team, Bill?
Saints.
There we go. Hey, we'll see. They had a good game too.
Yeah, I've been a Saints fan since birth. I remember Daddy taking us to games with our paper bags.
I lost
Yeah.
money. I lost money on that field goal, Bill.
Hey, we got lots back. What could I say?
I'm a Chargers
23 seconds to go, and I get a loss on that game with 23 seconds to go.
fan. Saw that Indiana Tones. He's a Giants fan.
Yeah, Plugs is right. Disney World, like I say, it's 30. It's the same size as the city of San Francisco. When I left there 15 years ago, they had 50,000 employees. I think they're up to 58,000 employees.
Wow.
They are the largest single campus employer in the country.
And see, I've talked to people who have gone there for like a 3-day trip. And I'm like, did you really get to do everything you wanted? And they're
Steelers.
like, no, you got to take, a week or 2, but even then you get kind of burned out. So it's like, you got to go 2 or 3 times and set up an itinerary. And I'm like, hell no, I just want to go and walk around.
Oh,
All right,
if you want to go to, well, it used to be called Downtown Disney. Now it's Disney Springs. That's they used to have, that used to be so busy, they had parking problems. They built 2 5-story parking garages in what used to be the parking lot, and they built these, I guess, what would you call them, like new age digital parking garages. So each parking spot has its own. The computer can read when the parking spot's empty or closed. So before you even go up the ramp, it'll tell you what floors and what spots are available, so you know right where to go in the parking garage and park there.
Mm.
And Disney was the first. Disney engineers were the ones that pioneered the sirens on the sirens and the strobes on your fire department. trigger the other 3 sides of the intersection to go red, Bill, so the fire truck can go through a green light. That was pioneered on Disney property.
Yeah, we've got the strobe sensors here.
Yeah,
I'm
like I
trying
say,
to-
their fire department's pretty world class here, and our security. When I was with them, our security division, we were 1,000 strong, and I'm sure they're probably about 12, 13, 1,400 now.
Damn.
But Magic Kingdom, the Magic Kingdom parking lot is so big that all of Animal Kingdom Park can fit into the Magic Kingdom parking lot.
Jeez.
I have so many useless facts like that. I could go on all night. Yeah. Wish we could metal detect under the roller coasters at the Rock and Roller Coaster, which is the indoor coaster. When I worked at well, it's Hollywood Studios now. But when I worked at Disney MGM Studios, I walked the street that the Tower of Terror and the Rock and Roller Coaster. That was my assigned walking post, just that street. I handled any calls that came in that area. So every night they would let me ride with the kids that did the closing. So we got to ride. I got to ride Rock and Roller Coaster every night, and we got to ride it with the lights on. Now that is cool as shit with the lights on. And then what they did was they have a big netting below the roller coaster where the loops go.
Mhm.
And then they have kids there every night to go collect the sunglasses and the wallets and the keys.
see it my way.
And that
Yeah,
all
that
gets taken
stinks.
down. That all gets taken down to Lost and Found every single night.
They do it at Busch Gardens here. There's a couple of the coasters have netting under
Yep.
some of the loops.
Now,
And then-
Rob, I'm going to be leaving at 7:30, so I'm expecting any time for you to send me that picture. Don't forget.
Oh, I'm not gonna be able to send it to you right now, Bill. I gotta transfer it from the computer to my phone and
Okay, but don't forget
yeah, let me write your information down now.
because I want to be entertained before I go to bed. Gee, that was-
I had to look at my clock. He's saying 7:30.
I know, I knew what he meant.
Here.
what time is it there?
10:15 here.
You're 3 hours ahead of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you're 2 hours ahead of me, right, Rob?
No, he's 3.
No,
Is it
it's 10:14 here. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys are gluttons for. I mean, I don't know how you stay on so late.
Greg, I've worked 21 years. I worked 3 to 11. I'm not an early guy.
Gee,
I was graveyard for years. I miss
Oh, yeah.
graveyards, but moving to day shift literally had me physically sick for about 2 weeks.
Well,
really?
it's funny, Bill. I did one 4-month. We change shifts every 3 months or 4 months, and after I think 3 straight shifts on graveyard, they made the graveyard guys bid off, so they didn't stay antisocial dealing with all the nutcases on midnights. And I'm telling you, as soon as those guys did their 3 months on day shift or swing shift, they went right back to midnights. You know, the guys on midnights are creature of midnights.
Yep.
And I did one shift them on midnights, and well, we came out with a perfect, absolutely perfect shift. It was 7 to 3. So I didn't come into, and we did what they came out with 3 2-man cars, and they figured the 2-man cars would take all the domestics and calls. It took 2 cruisers, so it would keep 2 cruisers free.
Mm-hmm.
And so we responded to anything that took a two-person car. But I mean, you had the whole day to yourself. You got off at 3 right when your body was at that lowest level, so I could go home and go right to sleep. I get up like at 10, and I had the whole day to myself. It was like not even having a job because I didn't watch TV, so I got to work in the evenings. It was perfect.
Wait, your shift was 7 to 3?
7 p.m. to 3 a.m. It was perfect.
Okay, that's what I was going to say.
When I was with the gang task force, we would do 4 days on, 3 days off, 3 days on, 4 days off. Awesome shifts. But we would rotate every 2 weeks. You would do your 7 to 3 during the day. You do your 3 to 11s. Then you do your graveyards. And then we had what we called the power shift, which was 6 to 2, 6 at night till 2 in the morning. And your body just couldn't catch up. I mean, even with your days off, you just can't catch up.
What are you showing us, Rob?
He's over there. Jeremy's telling me to feed or pet that cat. He could hear the cat crying. He just cries to cry because somebody's not paying attention to him 24
I thought
hours
that
a
was.
day.
I thought that was Bill's. I thought that was one of Bill's cats.
Mine, the only time my fat cat makes noise, she saves us from this Beanie Baby every night. And she'll walk around the house with this little stuffed toy in her mouth, yowling so everyone knows that she rescued us from this damn thing.
Really? Yeah, we have two.
That's sad, Shane, that they never responded to you. I would have loved to do a late 1800s amusement park. That would be awesome.
We have two brothers. One's real vocal, and the other one isn't. And we call the other one of them Fat Cat. I do, and he's so quiet. He has the quietest meow. It's crazy.
Ours, we have the big one. She's 23 pounds. She's a long-haired calico, and then we have
Yeah.
the scrawny little black cat. They can't stand each other.
That's funny. No, the brothers get along great.
Man,
Yeah,
Lou,
ours can't be in the same room.
if you could find a job down here,
Hey,
Lou,
Edward,
that would be
doing good. How
awesome.
are you doing?
No state income taxes, Lou. Low property taxes.
That's crazy. No state income tax.
Yeah, I think we're one of only. I think there's only like 14 or 18 states left without state income tax. We don't have
Yeah,
state income
Texas.
tax.
I think Texas is another one, isn't it?
Hey,
Yeah,
Tom
there's
Wiley.
tax on everything. Food.
What's
Shit,
that?
we don't go to the city here because the city's 25 cents on the dollar.
What?
Yeah. They even have a hot
What?
food tax that's 35 cents on the dollar here in Richmond.
Are you serious?
Jesus.
Yeah, your hot food tax in Richmond is 35 cents on the dollar.
Doing
That
okay,
is
Edward.
That is crazy.
How the hell
we don't go in the
can anybody
city.
afford that?
Our sales
Don't go
tax
in there.
is 8.75%.
Yeah, ours is 7.5, 7.5 here.
Well, that's just city tax. That's not state. That's city.
That's what I mean. That's
That's
crazy.
city tax.
What do they do with all that money? Let's hope they do something with it.
Blow it on crap and coke.
Lou, you could sell your house. This is what my sister's ex-husband's parents did. They moved down from Buffalo, Lou. Now we're talking 15 years ago. They sold their big, huge 3-story, 4-bedroom, 3-bath house in Buffalo. This is, like I said, 15, 18 years ago for like $375,000. They came down here and bought a 3 or 4-bedroom mansion down here for under $250,000, and then they took the $175,000 or whatever different was and just stuck it in the bank, and they live like kings down here now, Lou. Of course, their house now with these house rises has probably gone up to about $350,000, $400,000. But Lou, you could sell a house for $750,000 in New York, and you could buy that same house down here for less than half of that.
Is
Hey,
Lou Indiana Tones?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was saying. 50,000.
The house that I'm right in now here with Denise,
Come on, big
She
guy.
paid-
There we go.
she paid $46,000 for this house, and I
Show
thought
me
she
your best
overpaid
side.
for it 20 years ago.
She paid what for it?
$46,000 for it.
Jeez.
Where
Hey.
we're at right now,
What's up, Edward?
we're 4 blocks from a major hospital. We're in an excellent school district. A 3-bedroom rancher built in the 50s, not even upgraded right now, is $299,000
Yeah.
with less than an acre on it. We're talking suburbs, but yeah,
Right.
$299,000, and that's without it being refurbished.
Bill, did you see Edward the Treasure Talker?
Yep.
Hey, Edward, how's it going, bud?
He said hello to all. We paid one. Let's see, 10 years ago we paid 117, and ours at the peak was 420.
Doing
I
good.
rehabbed the house across the street from Denise. I bought the house across the street from Denise's. I paid $50,000 for it. I rehabbed it. It took me several years, and I sold it for $99,000 or $98,000 because the realtor said that's all you could get for a 2-1. And the house next to it just now sold in this real estate boom, and it's not fixed up. It needed everything. It needed a complete rehab, and they just sold it for $144,000 across the street from Denise. And I wouldn't have let my dog live there.
Right beside us, the house right beside us. Now they refurbished it. They did a lot of work to it, but it went on the market and was sold in 2 weeks, and I think it sold for $399, $425, $425, and it's a 3-bedroom little cookie cutter.
Really?
Yeah.
So homes aren't cheap there either.
Oh, used to be nice. I mean, but now, especially where we're at.
I mean, you could still get a fixer-upper here for maybe just under 100.
Yeah, that's about what you'd find a fixer-upper here, but you're also in.
But like I say, 15 years ago, I bought a fixer-upper for $50,000, and we had fixer-uppers around here in 2008 when the market tanked. We had fixer-uppers up down around here going for $29,000. And if you had that same house today, they're going for 200,000.
Now you can,
Oh.
if you go in the city, you can buy the old, Reconstruction houses, 1860s, 1870s. You could buy them for about 70 grand, but you're gonna end up spending that much just,
Yeah,
refabbing them. But
I'd love to. Denise and I would love to live in an old house like that.
Indiana's asking you, Rob, Palm Harbor. Yeah, asked you where the good area was to live.
Palm
the
Harbor is a very nice area, Lou.
Lou, that's it.
I want to move
We
to
have-
the villages.
We have an area just a few miles here called Trinity.
Yes, Edward. We'll see you, buddy. See you.
15 years ago, it was just all cow pastures. Now there's a brand new medical center. There's beautiful subdivisions. There's parks. There's a new shopping mall just went up. It's got everything, and it's called Trinity, Lou, and it's just to the east of your dad's place.
All right, gang. I'm gonna be off for tonight. Got to get up for work.
Jeremy's trying to
Have
get
Bill
time to
Greg.
move down here too.
Yeah, Bill and Bill. We'll see you guys next week. Rob, as always. And,
Mr. Greg,
and
have a good
you
night.
wrote down my information, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Like I
right.
say, I
See-
have to find the individual photo, Bill, because that was my thumbnail on my video. I have to find that picture I took the thumbnail from.
Okay. Sounds
Some
good.
of that I've transferred over to my external hard drive, so I have to go find that for you, sir.
All right. Sounds good. All right, everybody. Let's see.
Hey, buddy.
Treasure hunting.
Hey,
Marty.
Mr.
We'll see
Owen
you guys all
Gordon's
later.
here. Take care, Greg.
Take it easy.
So we got Looter 8, we got Edward the Trash Talker, we got Tom Riley, we got Olin. Yeah, that's just insane, Lou. House is totally burnt for a fire, 500K. That's just. Jeremy says,
Out here,
Jeremy
they
told
would
me
do
to
it just
the
for the
beach.
land. The people would buy. We had a house, 1897. It was built only about 2 blocks from us. Beautiful house, all brick. I mean, not a thing wrong with that damn house. They tore it down. Now they're building another one where it was, and it looks like it's in the same footprint as the other one they tore down. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Wow.
We tried to get permission to detect it after they tore the house down. No. We're going to do a lot with the property. You going to dig up coins?
That's like here being next to Fort Campbell. The prices are going insane.
Yeah.
You know?
And it surprises me outside of a base like that because no one stays. I mean,
No.
very few people actually stay. You
They
got
buy
the
the house.
5-year plan.
Yeah. They buy the house and
that's-
later it's back for sale.
That's what they're talking about down here. That we had a new base commander take over MacDill Air Force Base here, and the one thing that he said he's going to do is he's trying to find affordable housing for his troops because our rents in Tampa have just skyrocketed here.
And I mean, you don't really want, I mean, a lot of people like living on base, but you got to get some space. You want some air.
And now the funny thing is, you could just drive far enough away to where it's not feasible for them to drive to base every day. The
Yeah.
prices plummet
Yep. Tanks.
drastically.
It's a distance versus price thing here. If you want to go 10 miles, north of Tampa out in the country a little bit, yeah, you're going to save some money, but you're going to add another 20, 30 minutes to your drive every day.
Shit, there's people that are driving an hour and a half every morning and then another hour and a half every evening just to live out of Northern Virginia.
I'm not even going to
Here.
I didn't want to tell you this, Bill, but I worked for Disney from here at Denise's house, and Magic Kingdom from Denise's door to Magic Kingdom where I parked was 92 miles. I drove that every day for 10 years, except for about a year and a half. A buddy of mine that I met at work. Turns out we were both ex-cops, but we're both from Maryland. He had an extra bedroom, and when I went back to part-time work 2 days a week, he'd let me. I would drive into work. Him and I worked together. We would drive back to his place. I'd crash in their sped bedroom, get up the next morning, work the second day, and then I would just drive home that night. So he saved me 200 miles of driving every week, and super nice guy.
That's what we did when we contracted with DC Housing. We would take the Amtrak up to DC and we'd stay in a hotel.
Yeah. There were nights if I worked 4 hours overtime and made like $85, I'd go off property and find like a $45 hotel room, and I'd pay half my overtime because it just saved me another 4 hours of driving, and I could be back to work. And if I
I think
picked up
what's
another
the
2
plug?
hours, it paid for
Thank
the
you.
hotel.
Yeah.
You could Disney had a
Go listen to plug.
for the security division, Bill. Disney had an intraweb website that just for the Disney employees, and they had a whole section that was just you had to use your security log on, and the computer listed every single security overtime position, and you just clicked on it, and as soon as you clicked on it, it was yours. It
Damn.
was you could work as much. We actually had a guy on property that lived in his van. He made like a motorhome van, and he just lived in it. And as soon as he'd get off his overtime, he'd sleep in his van for 4 or 5 hours, set the alarm, and then he would just go off to his next overtime job.
Yeah. I'm surprised Disney doesn't have something like a BAQ. For
No,
employees.
they don't. They don't. They do for the college kids. They took one of the first oldest resorts and they turned it into like a dorm hotel for the Disney college kids, where they come down for the college programs to get the college credit when they work at the stores. And then they have Disney security at the front of that. It's a gated security. And then after 10 o'clock, I think it's either 10 or 11, no non residents are allowed into that project. So
But that's only for the
that's only
college.
that's only for the college kids. Yeah, they didn't have anything for other employees.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, that would be, that would be the awesome setup right there.
What's in the plug? Thanks for hanging out. Take care, Ralph Band. Good seeing you. Ralph Bond, sorry. Yeah, the only time they housed us, Bill, is when we had the hurricane hit.
Mhm.
There was only 2 days in my 10 years at Disney. There were only 2 days that we closed. 9/11, which they were open and they had to clear the parks. And so I called them that morning. I said, "Do you need me to come in early?" They said, "Nope, just come in your regular time at 3." And let me tell you something, Bill. I got on property around 2:30 driving to MGM, and it was an eerie sight being the only car on the road on 30,000 acres of Disney roads.
Damn.
And then when you got to work and you walked around the parks all day and nobody was there. So I said to one of the day shift guys, I said, how did you clear the parks? And what a lot of people don't know is Disney has a park-wide intercom system that you can't see. It's like a hidden system, and it only gets used in emergency. And they came over the park-wide intercom and they said, and I thought they phrased this perfect. They said, due to world events beyond our control, we find it necessary to orderly evacuate the parks. And then what they did was they opened up every turnstile in the front to the exits, and they had the greeters there with a hard pass, and everybody got a pass to come back the next day. And they just gave free passes to and they said it went orderly. Nobody had any problems. And then as soon as everybody got back to their hotel rooms, they found it. So what happened is all the people that were supposed to check out the next day, Disney let them stay in the rooms because nobody was coming in because all your international air flight. So basically all the people couldn't get in. So they kept those people there. And as things started loosening up, they were starting able to move those people around. But yeah, it was. And then the only other day they closed was when we had, I can't remember what hurricane it was, but they had a hurricane and they put all of us security guys up in hotels. And so we would just take a security vehicle to the hotel, and get a room. And then, we'd grab some sleep and then get a shower, put another uniform on. And then you get on the radio and say, "Where do you need me?" And then they would tell you where they need you. And then they paid you for the whole time you're on property. So I think they paid me for something like 90 hours straight. They paid me. But they had the entire park cleaned and refurbished and opened back up a day after the hurricane.
There's Charlie.
Hey, Charlie.
The milk stash is looking good, Mr. Charlie.
I remember that morning. You're talking about 9/11. I remember that morning, man. We had been on a call out all night, and I was headed to Shreveport to spend some time with my brother. Got in front of Barksdale Air Force Base, and they brought out and closed the road. And one of the base cops looks. He goes, "You got your gear? Yeah. Get out. We got something coming right now." And it's like, holy shit! Because I didn't even have the radio on. And I got out and like, "What's going on?" He goes, "Air Force One is landing right now." Okay, and he's like, "You haven't heard?" No. And had my pager off, everything, man. It was just like, holy crap.
My buddy got to my buddy at Largo, my old partner who was a sergeant. When Air Force One comes into St. Pete, which is a smaller airport, they have several of the local PDs because they the sheriff office needs help. So he's got a picture of him standing next to a supervisor cruiser with the Air Force One in the background. I can't remember I can't remember if it was either Bush or Obama, but yeah, he's got the Master Trash Talker. Great name.
What's up, Rob? Oh yeah.
How we doing?
Oh, doing all right. What's up, Squeak? Paris? How you guys doing?
Awake. That's about it.
Oh, that's good. Always want to be awake.
I'm not doing bad with a Percocet in me.
Oh, good. So you guys like sports fans? Y'all watch like any college football or? Oh, there we go. NFL. Okay.
LSU, Saints.
What school? One of the colleges already fired their coach.
Yeah, it was
One of the big ones.
Yeah, I'm trying to think the name of it.
Doug, how you doing?
Oh,
Hey,
man.
Doug McClure.
Hey, Doug.
Yeah. Oh, Scott Frost. That's it. Yeah, I think was it Nebraska. I think he was with.
Yes.
Yeah,
they got beat by
just
some.
fired.
They got beat by some scrub team, and he was out.
Oh, it was I think was it App State? I don't think
Something like that.
Somebody
Yeah.
It was.
I think
Did
it
you
was
bring
App
enough to
State.
share with the whole class, Rob?
Yeah, I think
It
was
does
App
look like a milk stash.
Yeah.
You know,
I think it was-
everybody's got first game blues right now, man. It's
That's why I'm saying. You know, I was on Shane's daughter's stream. It's in the blood. She does that sports stream. And you know, I was on with her during halftime of the Bucks game, and then I logged back in after the Bucks game got over, and she's typing in, "That was the most boring freaking game." I said, "Yeah, maybe so." I said, "But you know, everybody's got the first week jitters, just like Bill said, and you know, if you're one of the half of teams that pulled out a win, you'll take the win any way you can that first week."
you look at all the games over this past weekend, they were all either a single point game, a field goal game, or they just crushed. There was no
Yes.
in between. There, you know,
Yep.
there was no.
I mean, the Chiefs
Game, it
Chiefs
was-
blew out their game, but like you say, Bill, most of the other games were 1, 2, or 3 points.
I mean, we had the field goal at the last minute. I mean, literally the last minute, we ended up
There
with
were
the field goal.
there were
Win's a
three
win.
games. There were 3 games in overtime at the same time.
Yeah, I'd rather have an ugly win than a beautiful loss any day.
Hey, I've sat through a lot of those ugly, pretty losses from Tampa Bay, so I'll take an ugly win any day of the week.
Yeah, I think y'all just beat the Cowboys, didn't you?
Yep.
So-
And they hit Dak Prescott's hand.
Oh,
3
yeah.
times.
Yeah, it looked like it just jammed his thumb, but what it did is tore ligament in his thumb. He's out for 6 to 8 weeks. He's got to have surgery.
He and when he got on the sideline, you could see him talking. He said, "I broke it. It broke."
Yeah, he said he couldn't grip the ball.
Yep.
Oh,
I had never even heard of that guy they brought in as a backup.
He's looking at the same type of surgery Breeze had to go through 2 years ago.
something like that.
And it's the exact same injury. It's the exact same damn thing.
I know you guys pulled out the win, Bill, but I'll tell you, I am not a Jameis Winston fan. He was our quarterback for several years here, and he sucked here.
I'm not. I never have been. He's not consistent enough.
No, that's
and
exactly
we've
right.
been
And he
spoiled.
overthrows too many wide open receivers.
We've been spoiled for what 16 years. I mean, you know, you're never going to get somebody to replace Breeze. You know, but watching Andy Dalton in the preseason games, I'm actually a Dalton fan. I like Andy Dalton.
He had some good years in Cincinnati.
He did, and I think with the right team, he's still got some years left in him, and hopefully he's who they bring up.
I'll tell you who's the best team that looked good this entire weekend was the very first game with Buffalo. Damn, did Buffalo look good?
For a change.
Yes,
Oh yeah, they beat
they beat the world champion LA.
Yeah.
LA Rams. That's right.
And look good doing it. That's the thing. They look good doing it. It wasn't a nasty win. It
wasn't a fluke. It was a solid, like you said, Bill. It was one of those solid beatings. It wasn't one a 1 point game.
Well, hey Pat, what's up, dude? Yeah,
Was,
I mean,
was it in Buffalo or out in?
Hey, Pat.
I think they played in Buffalo, didn't they?
They played in Buffalo.
No, it was in L.A. because
Was
they're
it?
yeah. When you're Super Bowl champions, you get to host the first game.
That's right. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Oh man, Bills beat the Rams. Whew. Dang.
I mean,
I
it's
know-
going to be an interesting season. I'm going to give them that. It's going to be an interesting season for a lot of teams.
Yep.
Seahawks beat the Broncos, and the Seahawks got to play the Niners Sunday.
Niners got spanked too by Chicago. I didn't see that
Bears
coming.
beat
I
them.
lost.
Yep.
I lost on that game.
Whew.
Yep, it's going to be a shook-up season. Like I said, a lot of teams got spoiled. A lot of teams sucked last year, and they're going to come out playing good this year. I'm looking forward to a decent season.
Yeah.
If we can make the playoffs, I'm happy. If
Jeremy,
we
yes,
can
that
make
was
the playoffs.
that was back in the day, Jeremy. I actually met Jim Kelly once. I could not believe how short he was. He was maybe an inch taller than me. Nice guy.
That's
Really
what
nice
we always made fun of Breeze when he'd go back. Breeze is 6'1", and he's still up on his tiptoes. to
I
throw.
met I met Drew Brees at the back of MGM. I hung out with him about 20 minutes waiting for his limo to get there. Super. He kept asking me, he goes, "Hey, how are the golf courses?" I said, "Well, they're PGA quality." I said, "I've only played twice." I said, "But I said, yeah, you want to play some golf? It'd be so, yeah, super nice guy."
The whole family, awesome family, very awesome family. And New Orleans, it's the Manning family. It's like really, really awesome people. But the Breeze family, they're good people.
Pat went detecting today out in the golf. Didn't find. I got battered around by the waves. Called it short. Didn't find anything good. But yeah, besides that, having a good week, Pat. I watched your video with the with that nice suspender clip. I haven't left a comment yet, but that was a nice find, Pat.
We haven't even caught up with Pat's video yet.
Yeah, I gotta watch Lose. Well, Greg's trying, Bill. Greg's trying to learn some names.
Yeah, he is. He's actually watching some videos too.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was good seeing Deej in here. It was good seeing Susie in here. A couple of those people that knew you, Bill. I actually didn't know those channels. No shit, Pat. They've already taken all the buildings down already. Wow.
What?
Pat's doing a historic site in his little city. Him and Kimberly. But I didn't know they were going to tear those buildings down that fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could see Kimberly here at Come Out Swinging. Should be driving up for Come Out Swinging.
Kimberly was fun to room with up at Florida Honey.
Ooh, did y'all see the post Greg put out? They're doing flyovers in South Carolina, so Florida Hunt may be inching towards South Carolina.
Well, I know
It's
that'd be a
new
lot closer
ground.
for you, Bill, and
It's
it'd be
new
a lot longer
ground,
drive
man.
for me. But and I know people say this all the time that a ground's never hunted out, and it's 300 acres. But when you have 200 people on it, and for 4 years in a row, the finds just dried up.
Yeah, I mean there was some decent finds this past one, but I mean, like I said, we had better luck at the park, and that was just just getting away and let's see somewhere fresh.
Yeah, Kimberly and I went to downtown and we went door knocking and did some curb strips, and we both pulled out a Merc. So yeah, we had a better day on the curb strips than we did at the actual hunt.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Pat.
We only got a couple of days before they bring in the fillings and sod.
Oh,
Good luck
damn.
to you, Pat.
Yeah,
I hope it works out as good for you, Pat, as it did when we got the entire city block that they scraped, and we got 2 weeks on it before we were there hunting one night, and this guy walks over with a hard hat on, and he goes, "Well, boys, you guys need to wrap it up. This is your last night here." And I go, "Well, no, we got permission from the foreman." And he goes, "Yeah, well, I'm the foreman's boss. So as of tomorrow, this is an active construction site." And it was already like sunset. We all went back to the car, got our headlamps, and we stayed there as late as we could that night, knowing it was our last night on that.
Let me see if
Yeah,
I can find the post.
Pat
Jeremy.
drove over from the other coast to do that with us. We invited Pat to drive over from the other coast. We had 5 of us on an entire city block that had 1,900 houses on it. And I can't tell you the fines we took off that scrape city block. Dalton got a Cuban silver. We got a silver war nickel. We got a half a dozen Indians. We got 10, 15, 20, 19, 0, and 1910 and 1920 Indians. 2 Greek religious medals. Dalton got a 1907 dog tag. Pat got a religious medal too. We got 3 or 4 hem weights. It was just a great. It's not going to be glorious like that spot. That was a good spot, Pat. Pat actually came over with his wife and his motorhome on that one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, and that was I think I got 4 or 5 videos out of that. And then 6 months after that, I door knock and the guy goes, "Yeah, I remember you guys doing that property." Door knocked a 1925 house, guys, and I pulled out my 2-cent piece that I never ever thought I'd find one in Florida. And that was the one where the guy made me buy it, Bill. What do you think that's worth? I said, well, I just looked it up in the red book. It's worth about between 15 and 20. He goes, all right, you give me $20 for it. You can have it. And I'm like, wow, I just had to buy my own coin I just found. That was the last hunt with TJ. That's exactly right, Pat, before he passed away. He came up to Florida Hunt 7, Pat, and found that incredible standing Liberty quarter that was in beautiful shape. And then came back here and had that massive heart attack and passed away.
I'm trying to find that post, Jeremy, and I'm not finding it. I hope he didn't take it down.
That'd be bad if he did.
Oh, you mean for Greg?
Yeah, did you see the post?
No.
I know I wasn't drinking.
Was it on Facebook or YouTube?
That thing was on Facebook.
See, I don't check Facebook every day.
Jeremy, they're looking at trying to do Florida Hunt in South Carolina.
Are they gonna keep the name the same?
I don't know. I saw the post and I was in the middle of work when I saw it. I just happened to glance it and turned it off. Now I can't find the damn post, but
I was checking YouTube. I didn't see anything. So I don't think it's there. Unless it's on another site, like you saying Facebook or
I think it was Facebook. Hey, Crazy.
Facebook. Okay.
Does he have it under the Florida 8
Hey,
motto?
Crazy, how you doing?
I just looked under Florida Hunt 8 and I looked under Greg's page himself.
Yeah.
I would. I'd go to South Carolina for that.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I enjoyed ourselves, but like I told you, we went to meet people. We didn't go to detect. So our expectations were more than met while we were there. We had an awesome time. In fact, we didn't even detect until Sunday when we left and went to the park. And we had a great time there. I mean, but
Yeah,
our
crazy.
whole
You guys had a good
expectation was
day.
just meeting people.
I know you've been going through a lot of crap. So.
Oh, damn. Greg got T-boned today.
Ooh.
What? Damn.
I mean, the Florida side, I mean, for what the hunt was, it's awesome. I mean, the what it's for is awesome. Like I said, meeting the people, that was really cool. We didn't go to detect. Man, they had to cut him out of his car. Holy crap.
Wow.
Are you on his site?
No, I'm looking at Pat. Pat's in the chat. Greg got T-boned. They had to cut him out of the car.
Holy
He's
crap!
okay, but
See it here. Greg got T-boned too, but he's okay. They had to cut him out. Ooh, man, had to cut him out of his car. Ugh. Wow. Yeah, I grew crazy about a Mercury. That is bad.
I miss Mercury.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was talking about South Carolina. And I mean, it'd be neat. I've only been to one Florida hunt. So, I mean, it was a beautiful place down in Florida that we went to. And like I said, getting to meet everybody was really awesome. So, South Carolina would just be another new hunt for us.
What part of Florida did you go into?
Gainesville.
Gainesville? Okay.
And then,
Only
like I said,
Gators.
Sunday afternoon, we went to a park where they had Florida Hunt 6 or
No, Florida Hunt 3.
3. And that's
Yeah.
where Squeak ended up finding that 1800s cane topper and that old sash buckle.
It was Facebook. That's right. Oh. Crazy
Okay,
bad.
yeah, Pat saying he posted about it on Facebook. I didn't see it. I couldn't find it, but I'm using my phone to find it.
There's crazy bad Mercury saying we're in South Carolina. Huh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be a hell of a lot shorter drive for us.
Yeah.
Because it took us almost 13 hours to get to Gainesville just with traffic. Savannah
man.
traffic was 60 miles of just bumper to bumper, man. We couldn't even get off the interstate in Savannah to stop and get something to eat.
Hmm. Well, depending on where you come from, like if you're all the way out in the, I guess if you're in like what central time zone or eastern, like if you're up north, yeah, it would take about.
We were coming from Richmond, and it was only supposed to be a 10-hour drive.
If you're Richmond, Virginia, yeah, that's supposed to be about 10 hours. I don't know how it came to be 13. That's,
Traffic.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That is, we hit traffic. We hit it this side of Savannah. And like I said, it was about 60 miles. Just as soon as you cross the bridge to get to Savannah, we got stuck halfway across the bridge, and we didn't move.
Oh, so the traffic was right after the bridge.
Yeah. We weren't even off the bridge yet, and we couldn't even get over to get off because I love Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
And we were going to try to stop in Savannah and eat lunch. Couldn't even get off the interstate to get into Savannah.
So basically, it was like bumper to bumper.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's so it's like what do they call it, like gridlock.
Yep. And we were in my truck, so we burned almost a whole tank of gas trying to get past Savannah.
Oh my god, that is insane.
Then we hit traffic again. Just getting into Florida, major accident that had everything tied up. So.
Well, at least you finally got into Florida, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, it was, like I said, once we got there, we stayed at a B&B right on the lake. It was real beautiful, really awesome.
That was a nice looking place you guys stayed.
Yeah. And like I said, we went to meet people, to hang out. We didn't go to detect. And that's what we did all weekend. We just had an awesome, awesome time.
Nice.
And that was my first vacation in 22 years.
Hmm. Yeah, I've been to Florida, not Gainesville. I've actually been to like Daytona Beach, and I've been to Orlando, Tampa. I think what's that?
I'm over on the Clearwater side.
Clearwater. Okay, I haven't been out that. I haven't been to Clearwater. I've been to like Tampa. Been to Orlando, Daytona Beach, Fort Myers. Yeah.
Jeremy, I think if I heard Greg right, at the hunt, they were looking at trying to make another Soldiers Freedom Outdoors ranch in South Carolina. That's if I heard him right, which will be awesome. I mean, the one in Florida is just a beautiful, beautiful place. I mean, I've had a couple of buddies that have actually gone there to get away. And I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great thing they do.
So I'd love to see one, somewhere else. South Carolina would be a really neat place to have another one.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good. If you can get into South Carolina to do metal detecting, that's a good place to.
That's where Jeremy and his wife are at, down in South Carolina.
Do you know about what part they are, or you don't know?
I don't know.
You don't know.
What part are y'all in, Jeremy?
Yeah, I got to meet Jeremy earlier this year. I got to meet Kay and Mary Lou, I've hunted with Deej. I've hunted with Gypsy. I got to meet Iron Antler and his wife and dad up in southern Missouri with Shane. Again, I've met Shane. I've met Shane twice now. Once in Missouri, him and I drove with Missouri, and then he came down here to Tampa and hunted with him. I get together with Charlie 3-4 times a year up in the Tallahassee area. So
We've
got
gotten
to hunt- I
we've
got
gotten
to
to
hunt
hunt
with
with
the Hoover boys.
Shane and Randy twice. Once at the Piney River hunt, and then Randy and Shane drove
Yeah,
down.
I'd like to meet. I want to meet Randy and Shane. I'd love to go out and see Swifty. I told Frankie I want to get to Frankie's if I pass by him going up to 95.
Him and Swifty aren't far apart. They're in the same little area.
Yeah, Frankie says he's like 2 miles off 95.
Oh wait, you talking about PD Sandigger? You talking
Yeah,
about
P.D.
Frankie
Sandigger.
Bushlong?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah. Frankie Bushlong is out where Swifty's living at now.
yeah. I don't know who that is.
It sounds here as if they do it in Carolina or South Carolina. They say Charleston or Aiken. If they have.
Charleston's a pretty neat place.
Yeah. Now I know a YouTuber that's in Charleston. So I think he's like right on the I think he lives right on the coast.
You're muted, Bill.
Ferris is there.
I'm going to have to cut this short, guys. I got some stuff going on I got to go take care of. So,
All right.
Hey,
All right.
Bill,
Well,
good
Bill,
night.
thanks for having me on. I'm going to get off too.
Thank
We
you.
went
Good.
pretty late tonight, Bill.
Rob,
Yeah,
yeah.
Rob.
Bill, thank everybody for being here.
Yeah, man.
Y'all have a good one. Appreciate it.
Don't forget
I'll-
Rob's Sunday morning show. We'll all be there.
All right. And I'll be live on the 24th, 8 p.m. That's a Saturday.
Congratulations. All righty.
And over.
Cool. Y'all
Good
have a
night,
good one.
everybody.
Have a
Take
good
care,
one.
guys.
Take care. Take care.